Good evening, gamers, and welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. My name's Mikey, and I'm joined by the lovely John. Hi, lovely John.
Hi, everyone.
So we are playing a fun game today. John, you're like a veteran tournament player, I would describe you as.
If you include GW ones, I've probably been knocking around since just gone 2000.
Just 23 years in the making of this game, that's what it is. So you're playing Astra MIlitarum today. You've been playing Guard for a long time.
Yep, since the original Plastic Cat chance came out.
Excellent, excellent. How are you finding the new codex?
Well, I'd played an all-tank army at Heat 1. Came 6th there, and it was the only army that wasn't, well, meta-ish like this one is.
Sure.
That was good fun. Speed is a big thing now for Guard. You can certainly catch people out from, if they're used to the old book still.
Yeah. The infantry aren't quite as fast, but everything else is a little bit faster.
Yeah, and that's probably what you want to be faster, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously infantry you used to be able to advance and then move again. So you used to like move.
Yeah, you'd be just yeeting yourself across like Usain Bolt, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm going to be playing Iron Hands today. So this is the list that I took to Warhammer World and went undefeated with, and we are playing on a US Open style board as well. So one that you might not have seen before. This is Layout 3. So this isn't used very often in the UK. I've never seen it before this event. This is like the first time. Have you ever seen this one, John?
I did see it at World of Roast at the weekend, but that's only because England captain Tony Chu was playing a few friendly games.
Okay.
And I looked over and I was like, what on God's green earth is that?
I know. So, it's going to be interesting, but we'll go over the terrain in a second. But shall we talk about our armies first?
Yep.
Shall I talk about mine first?
Yep.
So here we go. Here's my list. You've seen it all before. But let us know if the sound's okay. Let us know if there's any visual issues or anything like that. But I'm trying some different music out. I'm using just normal music I'd normally use. And yeah, so let me go through my list. It's Iron Hands. It's Bloodraven Successors as Iron Hand Successors today. So I'm using Master Artisan for a reroll a hit roll every time I shoot or fight, which is pretty nice because obviously there's free reroll hits everywhere, which is pretty good.
Yep. And
also I'm using... I just realised my list looks wrong for some reason, but that's fine. I know it. I'm also using Whirlwind of Rage, so 6 is a hit in combat, generate an additional hit, which is very nice, because obviously I've got a couple of combat units, makes them a little bit more punchy.
Yep, pretty much go-to combo at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been playing it for a long time. It seems like the best way to run it. There's argument to run something else other than Whirlwind, because the only real units that benefit from it are Vanguard Veterans. Now, when they do hit something, they usually do hit it quite nicely, so... There's also other arguments to not get rid of it, but it's an interesting one. Some people are starting to think about like the extra range, so Melter can have extra Melter range.
Yeah, I've seen a long range marksman, and
that's the one. Yeah.
And there's that Space Wolf list where he's using stealthy on the Atreus.
Yeah, exactly. So Whirlwind of Rage and Master Artisan today, and obviously I'm an Iron Hand, so all of my heavy weapons I ignore the hit roll penalty or for moving and shooting, and I reroll once to hit. It's pretty silly. It's pretty silly.
Yep.
So that's why I've got a random apothecary in my list for some reason. But there we go. So it's 1997 points. Lists are in the description if you want to just read it rather than listen to me, but I'll give you a quick rundown. I've got a Primaris Lieutenant with the shield and sword. He's got Vox Espiritum and Rites of War to give out objectives secured and for a 9-inch aura rather than 6. I've got a Primaris Techmarine. He's got target protocol, so I choose a Iron Hands unit in the shooting phase, and it can reroll a hit, wound, and damage roll when it shoots or fights. We've got 2 Infiltrator squads, both with Helix Gauntlets because they're free. I've got 4 elites because one of them's a character. I've got the character Dreadnought, obviously spending 3 command points on him. I've got double Volkite, missile launcher, spend a CP because he's a relic contemptor, spend a CP to make him a character, send a CP to give him a Warlord trait.
How many CP do you start with?
0. I've got a Warlord trait and a relic on my actual Warlord. I've got a Warlord trait on my non-Warlord, and I've got a Warlord trait on my character Dreadnought that cost me 2 CP. I spend all 6. So obviously his Warlord trait 6 is the hit, generate an additional attack. I have to roll a hit roll back in there, but obviously he's got double Volkite, so that's pretty nasty. Obviously there's contention about the stratagem for doing 6s to wound, do 2 mortal wounds and 2 wounds at the same time. I'm just going to play it as 1. We're going to play it as if it was Warhammer World. We've got Kassakin in the list as well, we'll go over them, but we aren't limiting their mortal wounds today either. We're just letting them do what they like. So, character Contemptor, I've got a big fat unit of Vanguard, which have combat squadded, so I've got 1 with a Relic Blade and Storm Shield, and then 4 Lightning Claws and Graph Pistols. Then the other squad is a Lightning Claw and Storm Shield, and then Lightning Claws and Grab Pistols as well. I've got 2 scout squads, exactly the same. Thunderhammer sniper rifle loadout, the Halo 3 loadout I call it. Gravity hammer sniper rifle, the best loadout in the game. So I've got that. I've got 3 more with sniper rifles, and then I've got a missile launcher as well, all with camo cloaks, because it's all free, why would you not? So I've got 2 units of those. 2 landspeeder tornadoes, so multi-melter and assault cannons. And then 5 heavy supports. I've got 2 Devastator squads, Sergeant with Combi Melter and Thunderhammer, a Cherub, 2 Grav Cannons, 2 multi-melters, times 2. Got 2 of those in a drop pod. I've got an Eradicator squad in reserve, in strategic reserve. I've got a Gladiator Reaper in reserve. And I've got the Desolation squad, the t-shirt launchers, knocking about. So hopefully they'll do some work today, because we're going to have an indirect off. Who can do the most indirect damage.
Yep.
So it should be fun. And then I've obviously got 2 Landspeeder Storms, and as I mentioned, the drop pod, and that's my list. What do you reckon?
Nice bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
And a bit different as well from usual line hands.
Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people are still like kind of leaning on the Redemptors, or Brutalis now, if you want to play that way.
That's what I did at the weekend.
I know that you took, what, 8 Dreadnoughts at the weekend?
Yeah.
In your hands list?
Had the Volkite, Contemptor, and then I had the 3 Redemptors, the Plasma and all the upgrades.
Yeah.
3 Brutalis with the Melters, and then for giggles, Hecaton, Arceus, which is the 4-year-old Minotaur character Dreadnought.
Yeah, yeah. I've used that a
not?
couple of times on the channel as well. So
Yeah, I mean, you could get more if you go Blood Angels, Successor, and have 3 Librarian Dreadnoughts as well.
Naughty, naughty. Love that, love that. But yeah, that's my list. I said I start with 0 CP. I quite like it. There's some, obviously we spoke about Desolators yesterday on stream. We're talking about dropping the Reaper and the Servitors, which I forgot to mention. Don't forget the Servitors are very important. They're very good at doing nothing. But dropping those 2 for another Desolation squad, which I am considering.
Yeah.
But we'll see, But that's my list. Shall we talk about your list now?
Yeah.
All right, let's go over it. There's John's Astra MIlitarum.
So, start off with Lord Solar.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? With his Warlord trait, so 5 up to regen a CP.
Cool.
And I've got Death Cups of Krieg Marshal, which is basically a nice cheap version of Decadian Castellum.
Yeah, with the update, it's just the cheaper version. There's just like there's no difference really, is there? Otherwise,
Got 1 wound, but it was 15 points cheaper, so why not?
yeah. Popcorn Scorpion, thank you so much for the 2, man. Really appreciate it. He says that Reaper better turn some guardsmen to mulch. That will be the plan. That will be the plan. Sorry, as you were, John.
Yep. So then my 3rd HQ, Cadian Command Squad with the Finial, Shock Horror.
Of course.
All usual upgrades, Master Vox, Medic, and 1 guy toting the plasma gun, because I can.
Cool.
The officer in that unit has the Master Tactician Warlord trait, so once we find out who's going first, I can redeploy 3 units.
Naughty.
And I can even put them into reserve as well if I wanted to.
That's quite spicy.
And
I love that flexibility of doing stuff.
It's
like that.
fantastic.
Really good.
And then I've beefed them out with an Ogren Bodyguard, an Astropath, and a Master of the Fleet.
Ooh.
Which you're not going to like.
I'm not going to like the Master of the Fleet, no. Not many people take it, but it's 2 CP to do with the trick.
Yes.
So it's kind of like...
And then 4 troop choices, 4 identical Cadian squads with a Plasma and a Melter Gun. Then on elites, I've got 5 Bulgarin with the Moors, same as all they have been.
Sure.
3 of them are packing the Invulnerable save, 2 of them have the Armour save.
Nice.
And I've got 10 car skin. Only the 1 unit. I've got Mechanised Infantry. And obviously they're in a Chimera.
Very good.
We have
so
2...
what does Mechanised Infantry, for those who don't know?
Once the transport is moved, they can disembark afterwards.
Can they move themselves or just disembark?
Just to disembark.
Cool.
And then there's also a stipulation that they and the transport they came out of can't charge afterwards.
Okay.
So
Not that you're going to be charging too much with Kassakin, hopefully.
No, it's like the Impulsor basically from Marines.
Yeah, sure.
Then some slightly more meta options. Got 2 units of Armoured Sentinels in the fast attack.
Nice.
Both of which have chainswords and plasma cannons. They are ridiculously flexible because of their keywords.
Yeah, because they have platoon and
squadron
at the same time, which is nice.
So they can benefit from both infantry and
mech
tank
orders.
orders. Yes,
Nice.
they do.
Nice.
And they've got just the 1 Nemomus.
Just the 1, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, it's an Executioner.
Yeah, so he's
big
got
plasma gun.
plasma gun, loads of flamers.
Yep, and he's got the free Dozer Blade, because I don't know why that's free, but I'm going to take it. And Armoured Tracks.
Literally me and you writing our list. Why is this free? I'm going to put it on there.
Well, you more so than me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And then I'm using my Rogal Dawn for the first time.
Nice.
He's got the Oppressor Cannon, so that's a damage 4-1. And then he's just built out for pure attacker, so he's got Terry Bolters and 3 Heavy Stubbers.
Love it. It's scary. T9, 2 up save. Again, I played against 3 and it was so tough to get through like one of them in a turn.
Yeah, I've played against 2 and it was just pain in the bum.
Yeah, exactly.
And as I alluded to earlier, I've got 2 Chimeras, both with Heavy Flamers on them. For deployment, one's got both units of mortars in because they can hold 12 models and heavy weapons count as 2 each. That's a meta choice because of the theoretical rise of the Desolation Marine.
Yes, the outer line of sight off, you'll currently win because I can't pop the transport with them. So.
No. And then I've also got my car skin with the Krieg Marshal in the other Chimera.
Cool. All right. Is that your list?
Yep. I have 1 infantry squads in reserve as well.
Nice. So a pretty nasty list. It's got a little bit of everything. I quite like it. It's obviously playing Kassakin a little bit differently rather than teleporting him and losing him turn 1.
Yeah,
you got that play.
Yeah, it's Oh, I forgot Scout Sentinel as well.
You do have a Scout Sentinel. It's in my deployment zone, basically. That's why.
Yes, and it's the old Sentinel model that's been jacked up on his base.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so the idea with the Kassakin is everyone knows about the teleport trick now. Most Marine players are packing 1, 2, even 3 units of infiltrators, so there's just no point really as far as I can see. And if you do mechanised infantry, you can still pretty much get them where you want, but you haven't got to worry about that 9-inch bubble of you just can't go anywhere, or 12 inches in this case.
Sure. Yeah, exactly, because obviously I feel like if you had them, I could have like pushed my infiltrators maybe a little bit closer and just pushed you out of my deployment zone and not really getting to anything too juicy turn 1. But they're the lists. Let's have a look at the board. As I said, we are playing Data Scry Salvage today. So obviously it's 6 objectives. We have 1 in our home objective here and here, and then 4 in no man's land. You do an action on your home objective and you score up to 3 points, 1 for every objective you're holding in no man's land for the tertiary in this mission, or data intercept. But I said it's US Open, so this is layout 3. Not to insult anyone at Warhammer World or their staff or anything like that, but this terrain is a lot more usable than how it was set up at the event, which is nice because it's they had essentially these home deployments were like this, and they were almost unusable, which is very wild. So we've set it up so there's some nice staging areas in the middle. So 4 big ruins which are all obscuring, 2 ruins on our deployment zones that are both obscuring. This in the centre is also a ruin, but it is not obscuring because it's not tall enough. And then 2 sets of dense woods in the corners. And if you've never seen this before, obviously you might be able to see it's quite shiny around it because it's on a piece of Perspex. The Perspex all counts as part of the ruin. So for example, if I've got a guy stood here, he is in cover, but if he's... Thank you. What a great catch. Well done. But if I'm stood here and there's an opponent stood here, they can't see each other because the Perspex gains obscuring at the same time.
Yeah, so it's not as open as it looks.
No, exactly. So it looks quite open, but it's rather dense, really. There's quite a lot of terrain on there. Now, it can be interesting because we were talking earlier, like this Leman Russ here can drive straight forward and sit in the middle of the board if he wants to. But because of this Perspex and this Perspex, you can't actually see him. He's completely hidden, but he is just ready to just drive through. Again, with Dozer Blade in hand. Yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting. But in terms of secondaries, I'll tell you, oh, wrong button. It's both said red list now. So I've gone for Codex Warfare, as you probably expected. Yep. So kill units with heavy weapons, get 2 points. There's some other stuff that happens, but that'll never happen. Except for
flex.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was Nagu said the other day, the only time you move Doctrine is when you've got 14 points on Codex Warfare and there's 1 unit left to kill in combat, so you wait 2 turns. So yeah, score 2 points every time I kill somebody with a heavy weapon. 1 point for if I kill it with a tactical weapon when in the tactical doctrine, or assault weapon in the assault doctrine, or combat weapon, sorry. I've gone for Raise the Banners. Now, I did consider going for Oath of Moment, then I realised there's no objective in the middle, so I don't really want to be there. So I changed my mind there. And I've gone for Shock Tactics. Every time Johnny's holding an objective, if I'm holding that objective or an objective he was holding at the end of my turn, I get 4 VP. So they're my 3 secondaries. What about you, John? What have you gone for?
I've gone for banners as well.
Cool. Love
6
banners.
objective mission, loads of guardsmen to throw onto them, and hopefully stand as long as possible for the Emperor.
Of course.
Then I've also gone for Inflexible Command, which is one of the guard secondaries. So, general idea is to keep most of my stuff huddled together. So, if my infantry is within 6 or 24, if it's got a box of any of my officers, get a point. Same again, but 12-inch radius from the officers for the vehicles.
Sure.
And then I get another point if any of my units kill one of his while under the effect of an order.
So it's two per turn, isn't it? It's not two. Is it 2 per unit or is it 2 per turn?
2 per what? Sorry.
So you get 2 points if you kill a unit whilst under order. Do you get that 2 per every time you kill a unit, or is it just?
I think it's 2 on the infantry part of it, if I remember correctly.
Let's have a look. I was just wondering if let's say 2 units kill 2 different units, you get 4 points, or is it still capped at 2?
It's just you just at least 1.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I thought it was.
Just a note.
Yeah, if any enemy units were destroyed, you get 2 points. Yeah, that's cool. My apologies.
As a note, for the infantry part, the Borgum don't count because they're not platoon.
That's true.
Same if you're packing ratlings or priests and any of the non-human guard stuff.
Of course.
Gifted member.
Thank you so much to Jamarty for gifted membership. Really appreciate it.
And then boots on the ground, which is every time platoon squad is in a table quarter, I get a point, excluding the first turn, annoyingly. And then I can also get a point if my banner makes it to the middle as well.
Or if it's holding your deployment zone,
Enemy deployment zone, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which I'm not winning Scions, so that's probably not going to happen.
No, probably not. So looking to try and get into that ruin at the middle then for that point. But also you can just exist everywhere else and leave him.
Yeah.
So, all right, love it. Okay. So there are the secondaries. Obviously, we've seen the list. Thank you so much for the gift of membership, Martin. Really appreciate it. Andy Evans, make sure you say thank you. You're going to go first or second, John?
Oh, that's a tough one. And I'm not entirely sure. See what happens.
You got redeploy, so you can redeploy up to 3. I'm just where I am, so you've got all the flexibility. So good luck, my friend, and let's roll off and see who goes first.
Yep.
I've rolled a 4, you rolled a 4. Excellent.
Yep. Pretty standard for me.
Another double will go to jail. A 2, a 1. It looks like you're going first, mate.
Righty then.
Congratulations.
So...
Would you like to redeploy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes,
I'll start me on the dice off deployment zone.
Yes. Okay.
So what I'm thinking is, normally as you get with this mission, is like you generally want to force what's on your left flank, so you just play in these sort of 3 objectives and then just try and keep the enemy off whatever's over there on theirs. Obviously, if I was going second, some stuff would be going to reserve. Probably Sentinels at least being moved around a bit, because Mikey probably wants this corner a little bit to put his pod down, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Or even on the plate safe over here.
So, just for reference, I put my infiltrators right here on the deployment line, and John countered with his scout sentinel up here. So yeah, so maybe that shows what I want to do with my drop pod. Maybe it doesn't. But would you like to redeploy? What are you going to redeploy? Okay. You get full range. While you think, I'm going to chat to chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is not a sabotage game this time, Jamarty. I appreciate it, though. Never tried that format of terrain. Where do you get the plastic for the bottom of the terrain, and where can I find the sizes required? So the sizes required, I just asked. I asked the organizer of the US Open, but it's the 2 big 12x12s. It's 1 6x4, 10x6, sorry, and then 4 6x4s in inches, and you just buy it from any acrylic plastic shop, mate. So you redeploy the ball greens up here. Yeah. You redeploy anyone else?
I think some Sentinel's going to move because it's going to start messing around with my secondaries.
Of course.
So these ones over here. Of course, you can probably see from the map the bulk of Mikey's force is over here.
Yes. The joy of choosing the battle map before you start filming is you can decide what colour's going to show it really well. Yeah. A big lump of red here. A big lump of red here.
So that's why the desert, so my camera has no effect whatsoever.
Yes, exactly. So no -1 to hit for you, I'm afraid.
Righty then. So I don't think there's much to do, but I do need to try and keep things safe. And since you've got bottom of turn 5 to grab those primaries, I'm going to have to push things a little bit.
I did want to go first, I'll be honest. And I know, so obviously, as you mentioned, while you're thinking about redeploying and stuff, John has the officer of the fleet, so he could spend 2 command points to stop one of my units coming in from reserve during battle round 1 and 2.
Yes,
So he basically had 2 CP to delay my drop pod, which I fully expected him to do.
Yeah.
But I would have made him spend those TCP, so it's not so bad. We just you
So
start
I've
with,
got the Astropath to get the CP back.
you do.
In a way.
You do, yeah. Well, it's forcing you to spend 2 CP, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But obviously, not having the drop pod turn 1 is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, I'm just going to shove the Dawn Force.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that's it, Raid. Bullgrin, Sentinels, that. Scout
Cool.
Sentinel. Nice knowing you, mate.
That Scout Sentinel is not going to have a good time, I don't think.
Righty then.
All right, mate. Well, good luck.
Yep.
And that's it. Astra MIlitarum turn 1.
Okie dokie then. So first things first. Command point.
Yes, I'll gain a command point as well.
Normally start with 3, but I've not changed one of my secondaries for Lord Solar, so I get a 4th and then 5th for the start of the turn.
Yeah. So obviously, Lord Solar lets you change secondaries, but nobody does that because I don't know how interactive that can actually be, changing secondaries.
So sometimes you may complete screw up and you've gone second and you've just realised your
True.
horrible mistake.
Yeah, like I did with Oath of Moment in this game. Yeah, technically. But you could do that, wait for your opponent to deploy, and then go, actually, I'm going to redeploy, which is quite nice.
So first off is orders for guard.
Yeah, sure.
So, there's not much of stuff of Mike, but I can't see anything of Mikey's really.
You're welcome. So just a quick question, someone's asking what's in my deployment. So in here I have a unit of Servitors, 5 Desolators, which are nice and hidden, and a Scout Speeder there. I've got another Speeder and some Vanguard there. And then pretty much the bulk of my army over here. And then on John's side, in his home, we've got the mess. The mess.
Infantry squad is Little Ruin. Command squad here, just behind Lord Solar.
Yeah.
Both my Chimeras,
Yeah.
the Caskin and Marshal, and both the Mortar squads. And then some infantry here and here, and then the Sentinels I've just redeployed over here.
Nice, wicked.
And hopefully you can see the tanks.
Yes, the tanks are quite obvious, yeah, for sure. Mr. T. Pim says, first time watching, following your chat with the Painting Phase team. Loving your content so far. I'll be catching up some back catalogues. I appreciate it, bud. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's fun to hang out with the Painting Phase guys.
Networking, working out then.
Yes, exactly. Collaboration's working as intended. But no, they're really nice. I said I spoke about it last night, but I spoke to them for like 2 and a bit hours on the podcast. I ended up talking to them for another 3 hours afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is really fun.
Right.
I remember when Mikey used to just paint models. Now he's all famous. Still got my Death Card conversion model you created. Oh, congratulations, Backlash. Wow. I can't remember. What, there's a celebration. I can't remember what the celebration was, but yeah, that was a long time ago. 6 years. It's 6 years since I did my first battle report. So happy anniversary to us.
First order, Lord Solar.
Sure, mate.
It's going to do remain vigilant on the Sentinels here. So this unit of 3.
Cool.
That is the 12-inch no reserves, so same as your infiltrators.
Cool. Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to go. That's Perfector, so it bounces off the platoon keyword.
Which is
so obviously that's going to both onto both units of Sentinels.
There they go.
And I'm going to say all my infantry as well, actually, because they're all within 6 of the original unit.
Okay, cool. So you can bounce the multiple units all at the same time. Nice.
Yeah, as long as they're all within 6 of that original core unit who received the order.
Sure. Wicked.
Obviously, if they had boxes, then you can really start doing some shenanigans there. And then
a lot of anti deep strike.
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to do. I think it's full throttle. Yes, it is. Which is on the vehicle ones. So he'll choose. So range of 12 on the vehicle order. So he's going to choose the Lehman Russ.
Yeah.
So this will bounce to both the Sentinels and the Dawn, because we're in 6 of the original recipient. So that gives me +2 movement to my movement characteristic.
That's the one.
So the Russ is going to be moving 12 rather than 10.
Cool.
And I can also advance and fire.
Yeah, because you count as stationary, don't you?
Bingo.
Nice.
So it's...
Wicked. Very fast turn then.
It is.
So no all 12-inch denial deep strike and moving super fast.
Yeah. So let's start with the Dawn.
Yeah, by all means. So feel free to roll advance anyway.
12 plus D6. So he's going 17.
He's quite happy.
Yeah. So remember the Imperial Guard couldn't do this?
Oh yeah.
Tokyo Drift there.
And I said to John before the game started, I said if I go second, I'll lose 5 infiltrators definitely. But I think that's pretty much all you're gonna be able to see this turn.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you'll be able to see much else. Thankfully.
Okay, so how far away from are we? So
getting those peachy views, yeah, exactly.
So 14 away, I move 8, so that's going to be giving me a inch charge.
So
no, it's not going on the Sentinels.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because I want that 12-inch bubble.
Yeah, sure.
So what I'm do is maybe, hopefully, get the Sentinels charge on these guys. So hopefully I'm over here next turn making a mess, and then also maximising that no deep strike bubble.
Yeah, sure.
So move these guys forwards 8.
Sure.
So I want to get these and the Bulgarin into combat with any survivors there.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm not going to do that to the Bulgarin. I've been daft.
Yeah, don't advance those because they don't get the order, do they?
Lord Solar can order abhumans.
But
It's just you don't get the bouncing. Yeah. The bouncing is effectively the mono faction bonus.
Yeah, sure. And they don't have the right keyword, do they?
No, they don't have platoon.
Platoon
it's just one of Lord Solar's special rules lets him,
of course,
order the not humans. So if they're going off that way,
I'll tell you, chat, it's a little bit scary watching all this run towards me.
Yeah, I mean, like, you expect Imperial Guard to do this?
Do the ruins on the short table edges block line of sight now? Yeah, so these and these are all obscuring. These are obscuring, so that one's in home. These are woods. These ones here. This one is not obscuring, so the one bang in the middle is not obscured. So that's obviously the big thing.
Infantry squad down here will be doing the action for the mission primary.
Data intercept?
Yeah, Lord Solar himself will be doing the banner.
Okay.
Oh no, he's cavalry, he's infantry, he can't.
You can't, no. You could do it the other way around.
Yeah, well, I could move my command squad up a couple of inches onto the objective and do that instead.
Yeah. So if you do that, you do turn off your auras, so as long as you're aware of that before you do it.
I know I won't be getting the finial, unfortunately, but...
Who did you give the Lord Solar's rerolls to?
I haven't actually chosen. I don't think there's anything worthy of giving it to, because I don't want to overkill that unit of infiltrators, because I want the charge and the slingshot on them, you see.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so this infantry unit down here, the blue base, advance them.
Cool.
So they're going 11. So it's not going to get me on the objective, I think. Or will they?
I think. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Measure that. There you go.
There we go.
The nice thing about Perspex is
11. Yeah,
you are
quite
on
easily. Unfortunately, I can't do an action.
No.
There is a guard order for doing be able to advance an action or advance action and shoot, I think it is.
Probably.
Have to double check.
All the rules all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's guardsmen. You look at them and they're going to fall over. So
yeah, sure.
You know.
So, but yeah, if you've never seen this terrain set up before, it's relatively new. I've never seen it before this tournament.
Yellow.
Yeah, cool. They rolled a 5.
Yeah. So we don't need to worry.
Feeling very speedy.
Maybe because there's about 20 tons of tank behind them.
Get out of the way! Yeah, so I'd never seen this before the tournament, so that's why I wanted to try it on stream as well, because I don't think many other people have seen it. But this is what they dub Layout 3. So you take one of the ruins off this side and this side and put it in your deployment zone. And then, yeah, the middle is not obscuring. Because normally this would be 2 sets of trees. This is actually 2 pieces of perspex in the middle. Yeah, definitely different. Definitely different.
What do I do with the lone scout sentinel? Do I send him off
Run
to
him
live
off
his
the board.
do I charge him in or send him off to live his best life?
Good do.
I mean, hold up the infiltrators would be annoying, but what is it going to give me, if anything? I don't think they'll give me anything, really, unless somehow I manage to kill one and get the pal in, but with only 2 attacks, I'm not going to be able to kill a marine, so... trees are difficult, right?
They are.
So they are slowing me down a bit. Okay, then. So, the Scout Sentinels move 12, so this guy's going to go 10 instead. So I'm just going to bring him over to this objective. Just to make that more of a middle no-go zone.
Yeah. So he doesn't have the no.
No, he doesn't. He's
so
too far away.
Essentially, most stuff over here does, but they.
Yeah. So between a 9 off him and 12 on these guys, that's what.
Maths,
21 inches.
It means I've got that corner. I can play in that corner.
Yeah. Or you're in deployment zone.
Oh, my own deployment zone. I mean, with a wide open middle, it's not a bad shout.
I mean, I've done it myself in the past, so...
Wow, yeah.
Alright, this Rush is going to shimmy up here, just so he's...
Is he touching any terrain, or is he just moving?
No, he's just getting a smidge closer. I don't want to be out in the open.
Of course,
Well,
yeah.
see what you do, because you've got to come out and face me now, really. So
Yeah, I've got to do something for sure.
yeah.
No mortars. Yeah, he does have mortars. They're in the Chimera, Martin. So,
Yeah, I've gone for that because of the guard mirror match.
Yeah.
Because normally whoever gets the mortar strike first will have the advantage. So you either go for their mortars, their troops, or any Kazakin have got hanging out. Again, why am I Kazakin in the Chimera?
Yeah.
And obviously Desolation Marines. That was a bit of theory crafting on my part. And then if you've seen the Manchester GT lists,
that's it.
There's a lot of Desolators out there.
There
Desolation
sure are.
Marines even. So
yeah, because in any competition now, you've got to tailor for the Space Marine matchup because you're going to hit it, whether it's Iron Hands or Dark Angels or both.
Yeah. And I think God have more answers into Dark Angels than people think. Because yes, you got the Finial, you got the Plasma, and Hammer 1 squad. But one thing I think people are sleeping on is there's a mechanized order for God, which is called Pinning Fire.
Nice.
So your vehicle unit, when you shoot at an infantry unit, if you score 5 or more hits on the chosen unit, they subtract 2 from their movement characteristic. Obviously, Terminators only go 5, so if you're reducing 3 inches of movement,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good for slowing down Terminators.
Yeah.
And then, no, it's just a movement characteristic. And then there's also Psychic Power for God. We can try and slow them down more as well, but that's not going to be as good against Dark Angel.
No.
Anyway,
as you were.
Yes.
Is there much else to move?
No, I'm not going to think so, actually.
You keep the mortars away for now.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
For in the vehicles, they're not messing around for Inflexible. I mean, that Sentinel's going to cost me points on Inflexible, but I think I need a turn or two.
That's like a 3-point swing there.
Yeah. Yes, I've been losing points on Flexible here, but I think board positions are more important early on.
Yeah, 5-10 game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got plenty of time to score that.
And one thing I always advocate, you can only play what's in front of you. You can theory all you like, but if you don't play against it,
exactly.
Then
exactly.
What you're doing with it.
Yeah. All right, mate. Are you finished moving?
Yeah.
Shall I pick up these now or later?
Right. Psychic phase.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have enough command points to deny.
Now, you can do a psychic action if you're doing a regular action, I believe.
That is a great question. Let's have a
because
look.
the psychic action is but isn't a psychic power at the same time.
Yeah, let us know, chat. Can you psychic action and do an action at the same time?
I think the Eldar players out there might have an answer for
Yeah,
this,
probably.
They always like their shenanigans.
Naz is in the chat. Where are the 20 Desolators? In the bin, mate. I am putting another 5. I'm thinking about putting 10 in now, but I'm still not 100% sure. Still not sure, because I remember when they all came out and everyone was like, these are really shit. And now everyone's like, 25 Desolators.
Yes, they're expensive, but all the free stuff you get, it's like,
Yeah. Jamartin says, no, you can't, but where the hell are actions? If you do a second action, you can act normally. But what if you do an action?
I'm doing a regular action.
Then...
I believe you can't cast a psychic power when you're doing an action. I think. If not, it's not an end of the world, because I'm going to be gaining CP and 3.
That's really interesting. I've never heard that come up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even
after 22 years, every day is a
if it attempts to manifest a psychic power, it fails the action. And it's treated as a psychic power for most intents and purposes.
Cool, that's
so I'd
fine.
say you can, but you'd fail the other one.
Yeah, I'd rather have a banner, thank you very much.
Yeah, would you like to swap who does the action?
No, because I can't, because of the way I've had it set up.
Okay.
So I've committed to that now, and I think it's a bit late for doing that.
Okay. I'm just looking to see if I've got a banner token for you. I'm pretty sure I have. Look at that. Beautiful. Here you go. Got a little red banner for you. So, any other psychic powers?
No, that's the only thing there is that I could have done, so...
Cool. That little red thing, that's John's banners.
Cool. Right then, shooting phase.
Cool.
Yeah, do I actually put much into those guys?
That's a great question.
You are OBSEC.
Your only target you've got is here. Yeah. Yeah, so I am OBSEC. If you don't take me off the objective, I can walk off it and still hold it, because they've got sticky objectives because they're troops. I
should have thought about this a little bit more. Okay, because...
So these are advanced. You've got the Rogal Dawn.
He can't charge.
You've got the Bulgrin that wants to charge. The Rogal Dawn can't charge, that's true. You've got the Sentinels as well.
I mean, I've got this... Well, we both have this objective. We've both got, what, 2 guys each on there?
You've got With the tank,
Well, the tank
you've
counts
got
as
three.
3, yeah. So I've got 1 extra objective there.
He's in the middle, so
And
pilings could
then,
be funky.
obviously, casualties will start swinging things one way or the other. So, I think as my better judgment, I'm going to go straight to the assault phase.
I think that's a good idea, because I would have removed these two first.
Bingo.
Cool.
And then I'm at -2 getting into the guy in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who would like to charge first?
So, I'm going to start with the Bullgrim.
Bullgrim, so they need a 7, just over 7.
Okie dokie then.
Good luck, my friend.
An 8. Very nice.
Happy as Larry, in they go. 30 Desolators plus 3 Whirlwind Scorpius for maximum meme. That would be quite funny.
I mean, didn't Manny do something like that at the
Probably.
LVO a few years ago?
Yeah. Oh, yes, he did. He did. I did something similar. I had three Thunderfires, 3 Whirlwinds, and then 40 Intercessors, I
Oh,
think.
God.
So, charge these ones?
Yep, let's go to Sentinels. Probably about
Sure. So 6 as
Oh,
well.
even shorter,
6.
okay.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
7.
With a 7.
This is better than I was doing at the weekend.
Hello. Is any of this objective secured?
No.
Okay.
Well, obviously, I do have the order for that where
Of course, yeah.
I do it in the command phase, so the sequencing of like orders first, then you score your
You
objectives.
score at the end of the command phase, that's true.
Yeah, so, but
Something
I'm not
to
in
be
a
aware of.
position where I'm going to make that bounce around.
Why does the Rogal Dawn counter straight? He doesn't. He's got 2 guardsmen here and the Rogal Dawn. We're both objectives secured, so it's number of models now.
Yeah.
So, because obviously these troops are OBSEC, right?
Bingo.
Cool. So, no, it's 3 models, one of them being a Rogal Dawn.
Right, I think we'll start off with the Bullgrim first.
By all means, you want to pile in
the
then, mate?
hardest, so he's going to go right into here.
Hello. Oh, good super strudel, mate.
Now, I think you double check because I changed the number of attacks on these guys because you used to have 1 on the charge.
I think it's just flat 3 each now.
Bingo. No, flat 4,
Flat 4.
5 for the bonehead.
That's it.
So that'll be-
Do I feel no pain? Now, I really didn't want those Ogryns to make the charge because my Contemptor was looking at them. No, I won't feel no pain.
Okie
By all
dokie.
means. They are the -1, 2 damage, right?
Yes, they are.
I'm just going
And
to.
also got your med pack in there as well. So.
Yes, I think I'm just going to lose the unit, I think.
So 21 attacks on the Bullgrim. They're not
Yes,
being
mate.
buffed or anything, so they're hitting on 3s, really on 3s.
Cool.
Let's see where we go. Not too
a bad roll.
shabby. I might have been bored with the rage myself, but you know.
That would be quite nice if they did.
Yeah. And
Just
3s
spawn
to
soldiers and
rule
everything
them
else. I think that's a nice trade-off.
all. Yeah. Cool. So we are looking at 3, 6, 9, 11 saves at -1.
I got 11 dice in my hand, John, just for you.
Excellent.
So obviously I got a Helix Gauntlet, so the first one I fail, I bet he basically passes. So that
not
passes.
bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Literally failed 6. The perfect amount.
Perfect.
Well done.
Okay, I'll look around your side to do the power.
Yeah, of course. By me. So you got a 3-inch consolidate. My closest unit is now here.
Yep.
So you have to shuffle that way. Sadly, I
So-
don't think you can hide a Sentinel,
No.
but the Bullgrins have got a little bit of play.
Yeah. But the Sentinels do have defensive strats. The
Yeah, true.
Bullgrins, not so much.
So for those at home, defensive strats, what do they have access to?
For Sentinels, because these are armoured Sentinels, they
Mhm.
do have the armoured keyword, so they can benefit from the ablative armour
Okay.
stratagem. So it's basically 2 CP to give an armoured Sentinel or a tank, a battle tank, sorry, -1 damage.
Nice.
And then the good old smoke launchers as well.
Yeah, sure. So -1 hit and -1 damage to play with.
So
Nice. And then you got 6-inch consolidate with the Sentinels because they get to pile in and consolidate at the same time.
okay. As long as I end up closer to you,
Yes.
is correct. So I could go at a slight angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pushing me out there, aren't you, really? That's pretty much what
Yeah,
you're
it's
playing
making the
with
most of that huge Nile zone I've got.
there.
And that is pretty much it.
Had everything? All right, mate.
So, end of my first turn.
Yeah. You've done a day to intercept.
Bingo.
You get 3 points because you're holding 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I did not order the Bullgrim, so I'm not getting the point in flexible command. That's what happens when you get rusty.
You screwed yourself with that one. So boots on the ground, you can't score turn 1.
Correct.
Inflexible commander, you're going to be scoring 0 points this turn.
I think that's going to be correct because I'm too spread out with everything.
So you spread out, and obviously the Bullgrins killed the infiltrators.
Yeah, I
so
wasn't
you
expecting
lose
that, to be honest. I thought the Sentinels might pick up the spare there. But...
them. That is kind of one reason I was thinking I don't bother feeling that pain because I lose that unit probably anyway unless I get really lucky.
Yes, all damage 2 off there.
Yeah,
So.
and I didn't want these to pile in further this way. I wanted them to move towards me just so I can actually see them rather than piling behind the wall. So,
but it's going to be it's so hard to hide them anyway. So
yeah, of course. But obviously, letting you pile in 3 and then 3, I can't see them. I can basically see them with a speeder and some Vanguard veterans.
Yeah.
So which shouldn't be fun. So no boots, no inflexible command, and then raised banners has been started. Wicked. Okay. Right. So my turn. I'm going to gain a command point, and you're going to gain one as well.
Ooh,
you're up to 6 now.
Fantastic.
To 2. 2's all I need, John.
Absolutely flush.
Right. So you got 6. So the chances of you denying my drop pod is quite high.
I'd say guaranteed.
Yes. So I'll play as if it's going to come down, but then I will laugh when it doesn't come down. Yeah. Drop the pod. Yeah, I'm going to drop the pod if John lets me.
Nah.
Okay. So
unless someone donates £100 right now.
If someone donates £100, you won't stop the drop pod. That is a bargain. Chat, come on now. £100 super chat. £100 super chat. John's gonna not let me let me drop a drop pod. I think that's a great deal.
I'll see if I get any of the CP refunded from Lord Solo anyway. Diddly squat.
Diddly squat. Do you have to declare it when I go to drop, or do you have to declare it start my movement phase?
I think it's when you bring something in from
probably in the reinforcement step.
Yes.
How much to not drop it? It's free because John will spend 2 CP. Okay.
Obviously, I can only do that once per game anyway, no matter how many.
The next turn, that's pain.
Dudes
that's when the pain train arrives because all 3 units all at the same time. Okay. So, Contemptor can see those Sentinels. They're going to get all the buffs in the world. But I feel like there's just enough damage to do it anyway.
Technically, start of your opponent's reinforcement step.
Yeah, sure. So you will do it. I think that's fully expected.
And the stratagem itself specifically calls out drop pod assault.
Cool. Excellent. If we land there, we could go for a little cheeky charge and get rid of those. And take that objective off you, which would give me 4 points. Deny you a primary, which would also be nice, because then you'd only control 2. 3 if that Scout Sentinel decides to live. But I feel like that is throwing away some Vanguard veterans.
Yeah, but throw them away, it's fine by me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to land in the woods, so I've got fly, so I ignore the movement penalties for moving and charging. What's the armor save of a Bulgarin squad?
They have a standard 4-up.
But they have an in-run, that one, don't they?
Yeah, they can have either or here. So if you've got the Brute Shield, which is a small one, that gives you a 4.1 rumble save on the model. And the big one that actually looks like a riot shield, a slab shield, gives you a 2-up armor save.
Interesting. So if I shoot you with grav pistols, you'll have to decide who takes the armor. But then it'll be either 1 damage or 2 damage, depending which model takes it.
Yeah, but Bulgarin have damage reduction 1 now.
Oh, yes, it's going to be 1 damage anyway.
Yeah,
that's true.
And you're going to be putting what's the AP on the grav pistol? 2,
Minus
3? So I'm on a 4-up regardless.
Yeah,
really.
True.
Well, 5 or 4-up.
Okay. So, pretty much, as long as I don't fail the charge, it's like a 4-inch charge.
Have we got any questions about the guard?
Yeah, you feel free to chat to chat. John's looking at the chat, so if you've got anything you want to ask him, any tips you want to give him to beat me, which I don't think he needs.
Well,
but
apparently
if he
Steve is Magoo's sugar daddy now that he beat you last week.
That's true. Because everyone's trying to find someone to donate £100. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're out of luck here.
Yeah, maybe. It's not looking good, is it? So, I think the Servitors will drop a banner.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, indeed.
Yeah.
Sweep the leg, indeed. Now, here's a question. If a vehicle is doing an action, can the unit inside still shoot?
Sorry?
If a vehicle is doing an action, such as data intercept,
Ooh.
can the unit inside shoot? That's a question.
That's an interesting one, yeah.
Chat, please.
So you've taken 4 years in addition to get this question. And Magoo says, as long as I don't fail the charge, heard that before.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
True. That's very true indeed. Okay, so these Sentinels have got to die. These guys move 5?
Bulgarin?
Yeah,
I think there were 6 actually, but they could be a 5.
Just the 6 actually.
I mean, I should really know my own army at this point,
No,
but
so good.
you know.
I've got to be careful with my Desolation Squad because I can't shoot bring them out too far.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose them. They move 12. They could get seen if they stay there.
Both favours of Ogrin and Borgrin go 6.
6. Interesting.
Yeah. Rattlings go 5, but they are just space hobbits.
Ah, yes. Oh, I just realised I can just go this way. Down this little sliver.
Yeah.
And then see some sentinels. But also not get seen by much else. Because there's basically a line, a kill line straight down there.
Yeah, one the Dawn could roll into next turn quite happily.
Oh, I'm not going to let him do that. Has he got a fullback and shoot strat?
What, Dawn?
Yeah.
No?
All right.
Oh, you're going to get the power in with your
He's going to be in combat in a minute. They're going to die, but that Dawn's not moving. That's my main concern. They're going to go there as well. So those sentinels. He's going to move around to you. He does that, you can't really see.
I'm trying the Borgrin because...
I like Borgrins.
Yeah.
They're not too expensive either, are they?
No, they're about 30, 35 each. You have to pay for them all now, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But, and because wound-wise, they're around about the same... They're very similar, but different from the block of Sentinels. Because they hit harder in combat, but they don't have to shoot in.
Sure.
And obviously Sentinels have those like 7 wound caps for each model being killed, rather than Borgrin obviously it's 3 so the damage 1.
Yeah.
It's obviously just the Borgrin benefit from being infantry, so they're easy to hide, move around, get through, breach those walls. And sometimes you just need that combat threat, even as guard.
Yeah, for sure. So Venga launcher shoot over there, indirect. There's 36. Not a great deal. Fulgrins. I mean, here we go. The desolation party time. We've got the Sentinel to deal with as well. Got 2 speeders looking there. I could do with taking that objective from you. So I might. I don't want to be left with my dick in my hand. And that's a fancy term to say. I don't want to be left out in the open. That's my problem. I think he will move here. Can I go there? That's within an inch. I can't actually hide there. Who wants to take one for the team? That's the question. 3-inch advance. Because these are the problem objective. These ones are quite far back, so they're quite well hidden. But these ones are problematic because there's basically nothing there, is there?
Yeah.
You can only hide here, and that's it.
Go back to the chat. Oh, the mortars in the Chimera. Can both squads shoot out? Yes and no. Both squads are in the Chimera. But
can they shoot out at all?
No, you can't anymore.
Oh, wow, okay.
Not in this edition or the previous one.
Interesting.
Which is a shame, really, because I did really enjoy playing Met Guard.
Yeah.
Does the Dawn have the power bottom?
Does the Dawn have a...
No, he doesn't.
Rubbish.
Like every good thing, he's got a bottom hole so he can let the poop out.
I'm going to advance the Vanguard, mate. I'm going to get a 1.
And Martin wants to know if you're those Grav Pistol Vanguard vets.
Of course they
Yes, they are. One's right down.
Of course they are.
Here.
Yeah. And the other unit has Grav Pistols as well. So 1 Storm Shield, the rest have Grav Pistols in each squad. I don't think there's that much movement, You got some guys in reserve. You can use this corner.
Just 10 guardsmen.
I'm just going to push that there just so you can't use that corner. That pushes you back a little bit. I think pretty much everything else is just going to hide. Yeah, I think that's the plan, So Scout Transport is going to do the data intercept. So currently I'm going to get 1 point. But obviously there's a whole shooting phase yet.
Yes.
So, okay. Let's start that shooting phase. Why are the mortars in the Chimera? Because you've not got some shooting off first turn.
Why are they in the Chimera?
Yeah, why? Why, John? Why?
Playing Marines, he's only be getting a 2-up armor save, and it's like I can't order them at the moment, which may be a mistake on my part. We'll see. But I don't think the mortars are really there for the Marine matchup.
No.
Like, there's the edge case, like you've got some Servitors.
Yeah.
That's like the most optimum target, but you've been packing a 2-up armor saving cover. Yes, some strength 5. It's just exposing yourself and not getting what you need straight off the bat is just going to leave, just leave them wide open. And plus, with them being a Chimera, it makes mine flexible a little bit easier as well.
Yeah, wicked. No pod. Well, John has preemptively spent 2 command points to use scramble.
Aerial interference.
Aerial interference. So basically, because he's got an officer of the fleet, in my reinforcement step, which is technically now, he can choose any of my units, including the drop pod, and not allow it to come in this turn.
Yeah, it just delays it by 1 turn.
Yeah, it's once per game, and it's only 1 unit. But that's another reason why people might want to consider 2 drop pods. Because, because like people like Staying Guard, obviously, so you put Staying Guard in one, Devastator's in the other, and it's like, which one do you want to shoot? The one that shoots twice, or just the one with more melters? And it's like... Yeah. But also, John's done a really good way of screening me, so there's actually... The only good place I probably would drop would be about probably here. Not probably back here, and I'd be killing these.
Basically,
like a tent could be moving that way. So, but no pod. He's already preemptively done it, and no one donated 100 quid, which is understandable. Worth a go. Thanks, John. Okay, let's start the shooting phase then. So this land speeder is going to shoot into this scout centre. So I'm not in melter range, but I'm in within 24. So here's a melter gun.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything defensive for him.
No. So 2 hits. Yeah. 3's to wound. Double 1.
Great
Excellent.
start.
Excellent. Assault cannon.
Yep.
Rerolling 1 because it's heavy, and then reroll 1 extra. So 2 hits so far. And 4 hits.
Toughness 6.
Strength 6, so 4's to wound. That is 2 wounds, mate, and -2.
Alright, I've got a 4 save, so 6s.
Yeah, sure.
I've got them both.
Well done. Well done.
That is more than I expected, and I'm happy already.
Great. Right. Second one, in the woods.
Let's see that again in slow motion.
So this one into here. Here we go. 2 melters. Both hit. 3's to wound.
Oh, Jesus.
How many wounds does that guy have?
7.
7.
I mean, you'd be getting your bonus for half range.
I'll reroll it.
You use command point. Okay.
Command point reroll. Here we go.
There's a wound. Well, it's going to go straight through the AP for
so I need to roll a 5 to kill it. Oh, that's 3 wounds.
Just 3 wounds. It's, you know.
Yeah,
could be worse than it nearly
fine,
was.
John. That's fine. Right, I spent a CP. Let's drop that off. Bloody hell. Not having a good time here. 6 assault cannon shots. No rerolls to hit used yet. So there's my reroll hit.
Yep.
All hit. And then 4's to wound. She got 4 wounds left.
Yeah.
That is 3 wounds.
3.
Obviously -2. So 3 6-ups. If you roll 3 6s, I'm going to be very sad.
I got 2 out of 3. So I did what you said.
Jesus! This is exactly what happened with Magoo the other day. I was like, I just need to make these like 3 2-up saves. Oh, there's 1-1. And there's 1-1 again.
Well, at the weekend, I was failing 6-inch charges with a reroll. So, you know, swings and roundabouts.
Yes, exactly. Okay. What officer units has the guard got in the list? Sorry if it's been said, I missed the start. You can check the lists in the description.
Yeah.
And obviously got Lord Leontus, the Death Corps of Krieg, Marshal.
Yeah.
And the Command Squad.
Yeah.
Okay. That was...
yeah. Lord Solo Command Squad are down here. And then Marshall's in this Chimera the Kazakin.
Yeah. That was annoying. Okay. So the Bulgarians have -1 damage. They've got 4-up save. I could shoot the Brogul Dawn. I'll be wounded on 5s. He'd have a 5-up save. I'm going to shoot the Dawn.
Okay.
Here we go. So pistols. Master Artisan. So 3 hits.
Yep.
Strength 5, so 5s. 2 wounds.
Ooh.
2 5-ups, please.
Okie dokie.
Don't make them both. There we go. That's 4 damage, please. You've got a better armor save than you should have.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So what? 17 wounds, so I'm down to 13.
Yes. Obviously, I should have said at the start, I'm putting all the buffs on the Contemptor.
Oh, yeah, standard for,
Yes. So I will shoot the Contemptor at the Sentinels. Would you like to do anything?
So you're going to be hitting on 2s, right? Rerolling 1s, and you've got your Master Artisan and your Techmarine bonus on there as well. I am going to blow the entire...
You do it all?
All the defensive strats, yeah. So smoke launchers for 1 CP, and Ablative Armor, which gives them damage reduction 1 for 2 CP. So that's going to leave me on 1.
Cool. So
well, as well for Lord Solar's try and get any back. I get 1 back.
Sweet, so back up to 2. Yeah. Sweet, I'm going to spend double wounds on 6s because I'm going to try and blast you with lots of damage.
You got enough CP for that?
Just the 1.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So, missile launcher to start, mate. Obviously got 2 reroll hit rolls, a reroll wound extra. I'm rerolling 1s for the lieutenant, and a reroll damage. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because it's heavy. 2 hits, and then toughness 6. So 3s. I'll use my 1 reroll wound now.
Yep.
So 2 wins at -3.
Okay, they do more that time. No, because you can't actually kill one in one whole hit.
No. And also for stuff like that, I'm happy for you to roll it all at the same time and then use the
Oh, I know, it's known as slow roll.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all
Okay,
good.
cool.
It's a chill game, so don't
So
worry.
you said AP3, right?
AP3.
So I want the 6-up save here. Nope. So they're
Cool.
both going through.
Damage, how many wounds? 7 wounds.
7. Yeah.
So,
Perfectly annoying amount.
so there's 6, and then that kills the other one. That's
Yeah,
one dead.
both -1, so you've only just done it.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Does
I
he
had a
explode?
reroll, thankfully.
No, he doesn't.
Cool.
Which one am I going to take
Yeah.
off? I'm going to take off this one.
Cool. And then got the Volkite guys. So Volkite hit on 2s,
Here
becomes
comes
3s
the
because
casino phase.
of... Yes. So I've used no reroll hits so
You
far.
used your damage reroll, which...
Yes, I'm going to
was
reroll
quite
2 hit
useless.
rolls because I've got Master Artisan and Target Protocol to reroll those 2. And that missed. I've rolled 2 6s, that's 2 extra shots. I just realised the dice box is off, my apologies guys. And they missed. And then forced to wound, rerolling 1s. Any 6s are 2 wounds and a mortal. So there's a 1. Cool, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 saves at AP1 and 2 mortal wounds. Obviously, you've reduced the damage by 1 because you are very nasty. Very mean boy.
You say 10 arm saves?
10 saves, yeah.
Yep.
AP1.
So it's AP1. I've reduced your damage by 1.
Yes. So it's 10 1 damage shots.
Yeah. Which means I get +1 to my armor save because that armored cockpit rule.
Oh. So you're going to be back to 4 up, right?
3 up.
Do you have a 4 up armor save?
3 up armor save.
Oh.
Armor save, yeah.
3 up saves then, please.
Yeah. Or 1 damage each.
Yeah.
So that is
Just enough.
enough. That's
1
6 wounds because I've damaged 1 out, haven't
They are damage
No.
1, so that's 6 wounds.
So 1's left on 1 wound.
And then 2 mortal wounds on top.
Yeah, so mortal wound will kill 1 and 1 will take another one. So to see if that one who dies explodes. No, he doesn't.
Cool.
Just that land speeder in that room, correct?
There is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take this one off.
Okay.
And the
All
other one's
right.
taken the wound.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Could have been better, obviously, but you've succeeded in reducing damage there, which made them a little bit worse.
And I could even give them a 2-up save if I thought about it, because they benefit from the infantry orders, so you get to take cover when you get the light cover bonus.
Interesting. Okay.
And if you have that already, you get dense.
Yes, very true. Okay, so I wanted to use my indirect fire to shoot Bulgrins. Now I think I'm going to be shooting a Sentinel.
With everything out of Desolation Squad.
Probably, yeah. So, so what do we have? What do we have left to shoot? So these have shot. He shot and did nothing. He shot and failed to do anything. I don't have a bolter. Oh no, I don't. How close is that? No, I don't think he does. I think that'd be pushing him.
I think I can hear the barrel being scratched from here.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to bring anything out just yet. I wanted to try and deal with some tanks. So the Desolation Squad, they're going to put the 4 Super Crack here. I'm going to use the Signum on one of them to hit on 2s. Obviously, it becomes 3s because you're -1.
Yep.
And then the indirect fire. I think I will put everything into this Sentinel, just try and get rid of it.
So indirect into the Scout Sentinel and all the nasty
indirect
stuff into the armoured one.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's cool. Any response with your last CP?
No, I've got no defensive strats I can play on them, so
Okay.
after you.
So I'll do into this one first, so that's the more important one. So I got one Super Crack launcher hitting on 3s, which hits, and then the other ones are hitting on 4s because obviously John's used Smokescreen. I'm re-rolling 1s because it's a heavy weapon, and we're using Master Artisans now.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 hits. And then 3's the wound, re-rolling 1s. 1 goes through, it's -4 AP.
Okay, so I am not getting a save.
It is D3 plus 3.
I got a damage reduction 1.
You got damage reduction 1, so I can't actually kill you. That's annoying. There's 4 damage, becomes 3. Bugger. Can they fail morale?
They are a unit, and they do have a
I
leadership
presume the
value.
leadership's 8 though, right?
It's standard guards. I'm going to presume it's 7, actually.
Okay.
Most vehicles tend to have the standard leadership of their respective codex.
Yeah, true. All right, Venga launcher then. D6 shots. Gets 4 shots. This is into the other Sentinel. So hitting on 3s. Because he's obviously, he can't see the target, so it becomes 4. But the Venga launcher gives you +1 to hit. So 3s, and it's a heavy weapon.
Yep.
So that's 4 hits. And force to wound. Quick strength 6. And rerolling 1. That is 1 wound at -2 AP.
Oh wow,
I can't see yet, so it becomes -1.
Wow, 5-up save. Woohoo! Still goes through.
2 damage.
Okay, there's no damage reduction on these guys.
Nope. And then
it's down to 1.
Sweet. So 2 Castellan launchers are hitting on 3s, because they've been given +1 to hit. So it's 3 shots, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 5s. No wounds. And then the other 3 are hitting on 4s. So that is 2, 6 shots. Come on now. 4s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Ooh, very
heavy
nice.
weapon. Didn't convert. Give it another go though. And then 5s to wound. So that is 3 at -1 AP essentially, because it's -2. You get +1 save because I can't see yet.
So I'm back on 5s.
Yes.
Okay, if I fail just to 1, I will probably...
Yeah,
I'm not going to go think about it. It's probably not worth it.
You failed 2.
Nah, explosion's not going to matter.
Explosion doesn't matter, no, so that's a unit killed, and that is 2 points. I killed you with a heavy weapon.
Eventually.
Eventually, yes. It did take me some. It did take some work, but obviously the strats that you have available for this big unit is really nice, but it's expensive.
It is. Hence Jastapath.
Exactly. Okay, so I don't have any CP. I really wanted one now. I'm going to charge some guardsmen. Would you like to Overwatch?
Oh, that is a meaty choice.
It's a 4-inch
They
charge.
do have remain vigilant, so I can hit you on 5s.
Oh, interesting.
That is part of that.
Can
Let's
you
double
see
check.
this here? They're just behind these trees, guys, as you can see.
Hold steady, yeah.
Do they always just get hold steady because of
the
order?
Order, yeah. Gives you remain vigilant.
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't got storm shields, have you?
I've got one
the
storm
one.
shield.
Sitting on 5, spawn soldiers on 6s. I've already regen the CP. I'm not going to wipe the squad, and 2 of them probably just do enough to take out the unit, so just go for it.
Cool. All right then, here we go. 4-inch charge. Easy. Thank God. I did panic a little bit. I won't lie.
I did see Angler at the weekend roll Snake Eyes on a 4-inch charge.
Excellent.
But unfortunately, I had a CP to use on it.
Can the Bulgarian Hurricane intervene?
No, there's no fancy stuff like that for guard outside of the usual.
Cool. So I'm just going to move those in. How do I want to move those in? I want to be able to do it in a way where I can pile into the dawn.
Yeah, that should be fairly easy.
Yeah, I just want to stop you falling back and shooting, basically. So I'll go there. I'll just be an inch away.
Yep.
And I don't have any other charges. Sadly, I failed to kill that damn Sentinel. The Bulgarians are definitely going to bully this land speeder. It's going to be very sad. But we will pile in. So I got 3-inch and I got fly. So we'll fly over to here. And we'll not touch, but we're going to engage the dawn. I want to stop you getting any more onto the objective. Because then if you fail morale, you're likely to lose those. No pod is Sag. I agree. The pod, not having the pod.
Lightning claws, no.
One
relic
blade and 4 lightning claws. So I'll do 4 lightning claws.
There's no point doing KD stands to give them transhuman because you're getting rerolls anyway. So
yes.
And I'm not getting a save either, so it's throwing bad CP after more.
So no response there. Happy to go straight through.
No, go straight for it.
Cool. So Vanguard Veterans then hitting with the lightning claws first on 3s.
Oh, and you got your exploding 6s as well, haven't you?
Yes, I think I knocked that one. I don't know what I rolled, so I'm just going to re-roll it.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. There we go.
Easy peasy.
Of course I did. Do I want to use my Master Artisans now? I do, so I'll use it now. That was a hit. It wasn't a 6 though. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. That's 4 extra hits. That's 20 hits.
Yeah, that's probably very tank dead guardsman.
Hopefully. So 3s to wound with a reroll at AP2, so it's going to be straight dead, right?
Yeah, no save on that. Only on 5-up.
Oh, great roll.
So we got the rerolls there.
I got rerolls, right?
Perhaps I should have spent the CP on transhuman, but
yeah, maybe.
hey-ho.
So that is
7. Well, there's only 3 left. Yeah,
There's the squad.
That's the unit.
Beautiful.
Easy peasy.
Cool. Cool. So that's that squad done. So currently, I have taken the objective off you. That is all of them, mate. Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to pile in. He's going to pile in around to here, and I'm going to box the Rogel Dawn in. So if he wants to move, he can move sideways.
I'm thinking Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, by all means, by all means.
Anyway, he gets his attacks back. He's sitting on 6s with 6 attacks.
Yes. Jamartin says, "What the hell? Why do guards get transhuman? They're not genetically engineered."
It's only the Cadians because they're orphans.
Oh, of course. Mummy, please remember me.
And Dawn.
Hit on 6s.
Yeah, hits once.
Excellent.
And it is strength 8, so he's going to wound on a 2, but there is no AP to this.
Damage?
Just 1 off the top of my head, because
just the
it's
one.
Not a super heavy. So...
I'll take it on a normal guy. He's on good.
Yeah.
It was if it was damage 3 or damage 2, I would have considered the storm shield.
Yeah, if it had multiple damage, you really are talking super heavy category.
Yeah, well, it's a Rogel Dawn, so I don't really know. It's a really weird bracket.
Yeah,
it's not Titanic,
weird.
but it looks like it, plays like it.
Yeah, it hasn't got
just 1
squat
damage
on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. That is my turn. Did we work out if the Sentinel could fail a morale? Because that would be very funny.
Yeah, the Ollie ship 7. He's lost 2 of his chums.
Okay, so on a 6.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure.
Whoop.
Oh, hello.
Pressure's getting to me. 1.
Excellent.
You
You are
don't care.
insanely brave. Well done, John. Proud of you. Cool. So I score, because I've taken this objective off you, I actually hold 2 in No Man's Land now. So I get 2 points of data intercept because I did it with some servitors.
And your shock assault as well.
Yes. So Codex Warfare, I killed the unit with a heavy weapon. That's 2. Just. I've obviously started a banner, and then I took the objective from John for 4 points. That makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. The amount of you.
Yeah, considering
you had a pretty good
how
movement phase.
That look was, yeah.
Yes, it did look quite scary. Now I've obviously revealed a couple of units, but I've not revealed anything too scary.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I'm worried about is this scout walking up here and killing these desolators, but we'll see. The Desolation Squad.
I don't think it's going to be him who'll be doing that, if anyone does.
No. But we will see. We will see. So, that's my turn. Going into your turn 2.
Yep.
You have how many CP now? I lost track.
I'm on 2 at the moment, so I'll be on 3 now.
I'm going to go up to 3, and I'm going to go up to 1. And you control 2. That's it.
Yep.
Nice. I really needed to kill him. If he'd survived, that would have got you.
Oh yeah, if that Scout Sentinel survived,
it'd be so bad.
I mean, that is all they do. They exist, then they die.
Yes, for sure. So you control 2, so you get 4 points there. You obviously have a banner as well, so that's another point. So that puts it in 18 square.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right. Ready to start your turn?
Yeah, so command phased.
Ooh.
Mr.
I'm going to pop out. I believe you're probably going to pop out some transports today.
Maybe. So, Lord Solar's going to put his rerolls to hit onto my unit of 3 Sentinels. With their being core, they also get rerolls to wound as well.
Very good. Which unit's that on? Sorry, the Sentinels?
The Sentinels, yeah. Because it only goes on core units, so it's generally human infantry and Sentinels.
Yeah, sure.
Again, it's the reason why Sentinels are so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
so everyone's spamming them.
They have all the magic keywords you could possibly want.
They sure do.
Okie dokie. That's my so that's just his Lord Marshal ability. So orders.
I'm touching the objective.
So
let's go to top down so we can see what units you're playing with.
Yeah.
2 units of infiltrators, of course, Jim Martin. I said the lists are in the description, but yeah, 2 units of infiltrators all day, every day. I do only have 1 left. They're up here. but yeah, and John doesn't have any teleporting units, so they're not super crucial in this matchup.
Yeah.
It's raw firepower I need in this game.
Yeah.
But John's raised my firepower with his firepower. So.
Okay, so I'm going to take a gamble here because I would like to take aim on my Sentinels, but I don't quite have the distance to get the line of sight down here to the Nerf gun boys.
So far back.
Yeah. So I'm going to give the Sentinels full throttle.
Okay.
And that's... Actually, I'll give it to the Rust so it bounces to the Sentinels and both my Chimeras.
Yeah, because they've got Squadron and Platoon at the same time. Makes sense.
And then he's going to give the Guardsman in front of him the 12-inch no deep strike ability. Said unit of Guardsman will be doing the data intercept again.
Of course.
his third order. He can order other officers, but he doesn't bounce. On the same officer can't issue the same order twice, which is quite annoying.
It's the one rule that guard have to play the game with. They just get everything else instead. They just can't order the same unit twice.
So, I'll pass on his third order, and I will go to the command squads, who will do take aim on the unit over here.
Yeah, cool, because they got a Vox, so it's a 24-inch range with command.
Yep.
Very cool.
And that can't bounce anywhere else, so that's that. So, first off, I'll roll the advance for the Sentinels.
Sure. You rolled a 5, so they can move and shoot, and advance and shoot?
Yeah, so they're going to go at least 10, so they move 8, I get +2 to my movement stat, and then whatever I roll, which is 15.
Are you trying to get line of sight to this Desolation squad?
Yeah, which I easily can.
Yeah, so there's line of sight. You basically got to be in line with this other Sentinel.
Yeah.
What's the range on the Plasma? 36. Yeah, so you got plenty of room there.
So these will probably get chunked off by the Contemptor next turn.
More than likely.
Oh.
Check that third one. Yeah. I think that third one might just be out.
Okay.
You might have to go in a straight line.
Let's conga line it. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's the worst things in the world. Unfortunately, that order can't bounce to there, so I think
that's a cool list. I've got something very similar. Don't like the Deathwind Launcher though, as it makes the pod completely useless when locked in combat. Yeah, the drop pod is usually dead when it's in combat anyway, but the Deathwind Launcher rerolls 1s to hit because it's heavy, so I quite like it. It's only 12-inch range, yeah, but it's probably more efficient than a Stormbolter. But it's just one of those things. I don't think it really matters too much to Martin.
I'm going to take that back.
Yeah, cool.
So we knew he was bad there. I'm thinking about my secondaries now because.
Yes, you do need to think about your secondaries because it's 10-2 now.
Yeah, you know, points to make prizes.
Yeah, blew a turn to try and kill me as much as possible.
Yeah.
So.
Right, so the Dawn's going to have to shimmy out of here. It's not the best place for them to be, unfortunately.
No. But they are purely there just so he could shoot his turret at nothing, or he can shoot his secondary guns, or he falls out and does nothing.
Yeah. So
which is arguably better to me. He's right in the corner. Right in the corner. As you can see, a roguely Don.
Yeah, I did take aim on these guys. I'm thinking now.
Oh my god, it's a hole! Sorry, I had to.
And I said take aim on these guys. I'm going to choose to advance them instead, which is quite.
Okay, you're going to try to nick the objective?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, fair.
Great start!
Excellent.
I don't think 7 isn't going to be enough, is it?
No, just out.
So I do command point reroll on that. Thank you.
Yeah, why not? Down to 2.
Into 2. That's what I needed.
Do you get back?
Good question. Yes,
Perfect.
I do. That's
cool.
always
You're
good.
Still on 3.
Okay, so I'm going 8 inches.
So they move 8, so they're going to try and steal this?
Yep, they're obsec, so they will take it off you. So I need one guy to get on there.
Yeah, of course. There it is, all yours. I was purely there just to get my shock tactics, force you to do something, and it's turned off your Rogal Dawn for a whole turn.
Yeah.
And they did 4 wounds. I mean, they did quite a bit.
My first time using the Dawn, leave him alone.
You were quite aggressive with him and then didn't shoot him.
Yeah, there was nothing to shoot at, really.
Well, no,
there was, but I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now, so...
No, of course.
Right, the Bullgrin.
Yep, don't forget that wood is -2 move.
Yep.
You have to go around, or you can go straight through and go for a land speed. It's up to you.
Yeah. They go 6, so one's going to clear the wall. That's about it.
Sweet.
So you will get the... I don't think I've been so aggressive with Bullgrin in such a long time. It's a shame just can't take me units of 9 anymore.
Well, no, that's true. It's a bit of a shame.
Okay, so...
Wasn't there a line to the Dawn to the land speed in the opposite corner? Yeah. If you wanted to remain in combat.
That is a very...
He's hiding behind some trees.
I'd rather shoot the Vanguard vets, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the other problem. You'd be able to shoot with all your other guns. -1 to hit with the
Yeah, but I mean, my other things won't be able to shoot at it.
Of course.
Because the other guns be hitting on 5s. It's not very reliable. And
No, of course. Obviously, you can get the rest of your army shooting.
Yeah, as I can get half a decent shot or spend a turn, reposition, clear them out, get better shots later turns.
Exactly.
So, this chap, you can move up to 12.
So yeah, there's a tactical mind of John there.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's logical, but so he's going to be able to get shots down here onto these fellows.
Yeah, because he's touching the perspex, it's back to true line of sight.
Yeah. And,
depending on how many you kill, it might be -1 to hit now.
Yeah. And the Chimera's just going to slot in there and hopefully burn a few guys. I'm going to keep the mortars in the Chimera still, because...
there's still some Desolators on the board.
Yeah, there's Desolators on the board, and... I don't really need them in play at the moment, I don't think.
No. Okay.
So all I'm thinking now is that you're going to have a nice deep strikey area down here.
I am.
So...
It's good for me.
I think Lord Solar's going to come round into the middle here.
When I did play a guy, absolute legend, Mark at Warhammer World, he had one tank protecting Leontus, like literally about there. He had one.
Okay, what happened to him?
I shot the Leman Russ, and then the Gladiator infiltrated and just obliterated him. It was so funny.
Okay. Well, you don't have the line of sight though.
Not in this matchup. No, you have a lot more units than Mark did, but it was quite funny being like, "Oh, my Gladiator can shoot the horse." Right, 40 shots into him.
He does half incoming damage, but when it's 40 of one,
all damage one, all with AP.
I'm going to run this command squad.
Yeah, sure, mate.
So
they get a big one.
Whole inch. Woo,
one's all you need, John. One's all you need.
Yeah.
Just be careful, obviously, because you're running out here. Because you're touching the perspex.
Oh, I can
then see you. Yeah. So.
I mean, there's a unit of guardsmen underneath here as well.
Yeah, they do get characters as well, don't they? To be fair.
Yeah, even though there's like.
There's 6 of them.
there's more characters than you shake a stick at, really.
Yeah. Just didn't want to catch you out, mate.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's another point. I think.
Oh.
You ain't going to fit a pod in there, really, are you?
No, definitely not.
And the contents.
About 14 inches I need.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
I'm going to advance this Chimera because...
Why not?
Well, there's not much down here. Okay, a multi-metal can take it out, but... Your shooting, for the most part, is consolidated here.
I do have 3 units in reserve.
Yeah, but obviously this is my table edge, so you can't come on from here.
Nope.
You can come on from over here. So, 24... have they got heavy?
Heavy melter rifles, so 24 inch.
So, and you 6 inch moving on, which is 30.
Naturally +2 damage as well, which is nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're not going to come out down here, are you? You're not going to have that sort of range, so I'd be safe to advance that Chimera.
No. I'm more likely going to drop in my deployment zone near a Rogal Dawn, let's be real.
Yeah, well, it's your board edge as well, I didn't think about that.
It is my board edge.
Ooh.
So if I come in my deployment zone, I ignore the 9 inch
yes,
restriction.
You do, yeah.
So something to be aware of.
Yeah, 17. Boom, 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 boom.
Brum, brum, indeed.
Yeah, I'm screwing myself. Well, the only platoon thing is there. And over there, but I've got an officer there. Squadrons.
You moved him out again?
Yeah.
You got to stay an inch away from the Vanguard as well if you want to drive that far. So you'd have to move this a lot further.
Yeah, we should have to advance, and I think I'm going to need the flamers on that as well as.
I'm happy for you to advance, obviously, but
yeah,
changes the positioning. That's all.
You know, something I actually think it might actually be time to bring out the Carskin for that. I mean, it will be set up for the Reaper the following turn, but I think it's a sacrifice I might have to make. So the Carskin will come barreling.
Here we go. So mechanised infantry, they can jump out after it's moved.
Yep.
Nice little bit of flexibility there.
Yeah. Obviously, Chimera goes 10. No, it's 12. Sorry, and then you got the Tower Box goes 14. It's so much. It is. The Tower Box is tiny.
Yeah.
The only problem is it only has a capacity of 10.
Ah, there are no characters in there then.
Yeah. So.
Oh, the Marshal can't get out though, can he? Because he's not mechanised.
You're correct, actually. Yeah, I
didn't
should
think
have
of
thought about that. Oh well. It's only 5 Marines. Touch wood. Famous last words.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right.
Okay, so.
Is that everything, mate?
Yeah. It looks right, but it doesn't feel right, and I can't put my finger on it.
You got a unit in reserve. Don't know if you need them now. Presume not.
Nah, there's.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, psychics. So I will go for.
I don't have enough CP again, so all yours.
So could we get something within 12 with 5 up in run?
Because you've got barrier.
Yeah.
For a psychic power. So you
can
give it to the
back shot with Sentinel. So
Probably for the Sentinels, you need a line of sight, so that's how you sent them so far.
I need range of 12 as well to get onto them. So, do I blow all those CP again next turn if we need to do that? Well, they shouldn't be alive next turn. They've got problems after that. So, I'm going to go for just try and generate myself a CP.
Okay, what charge? 5?
I think so. Or
Roll
6.
it and we'll find out.
9.
You rolled a 9, definitely.
Easy. There's a CP.
You're getting a free command point there, so back up to 4 now.
Yep.
You are rolling in a mate. You got a girlfriend?
No, I'm married.
Ah, okay.
Believe it or not.
Excellent.
Okay, shooting phase.
Sure, mate. Where would you like to start?
I will start the casket on those Vanguard vets.
Understandable. Are you going to be spending any CP?
I will do CP for the Mortal Rune Strat.
Of course you will.
And I'll spend another CP for, I can't remember what the stratagem's called now.
What's it do?
When you dismount from a transport, you get rerolls to wound.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine, mate. So reroll wounds and doing mortal wounds on 6s to wound. Obviously, 6s to hit count as well.
Yes.
Are you going to explode on 5s?
No, I think that's going to be overkill.
Cool.
Because I haven't got rerolls to hit, so I can't really...
Can you gain 2
Armoured
command
Fist,
points in a single round? That's a good point.
One's a stratagem and one's a psychic action. That is a good
So some psychic powers specifically say you can gain even if you've already gained. So League of Votan have that specifically. I think it's before the data sheets, not after. Or am I wrong?
No, it's inbuilt into the astropath. Here you go.
Ah, okay. If it doesn't specifically say, then you can only gain the 1.
As on a 7+.
On a 7.
Psychic action, if completed, you gain 1 command point. That's it.
Right, okay. So you'll have to... Well, you don't have to cast that because you already gained 1 this turn.
Yeah.
So you can't gain another. So
okay, fair enough.
Let's not spend those 2. Let's gain back. So you're back down to 3. Would you like to do a different psychic
I'll
power?
just be down on 1. It does give the Russ a 5 up in run then. It's about the only other thing you can do.
You've cast it. It's on a 9. That's fine, mate.
Yeah, I need a
so
6.
So the Lehman Russ has a 5+ in run instead. Thank you very much, chat. Really appreciate it. Are you still going to blow 2 CP on the Caskin? That's a good thing about live streams, is if we get it wrong and we get pulled up, we just quickly go back and sort it.
Dooby-dooby-doo. No, because the Russ is going to shoot across there. So, I'll keep the reroll to wound, but not the mortal wound one.
So you're just spending the 1 and taking reroll wounds because you've popped out the transport.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, chat. Appreciate it.
Okie dokie. So, the 2 plasma guns first.
Yeah, get them out of the way. Why not?
So, first one and second one. Okay, so they both killed themselves. Woo!
Excellent. Off they go.
I mean, they were bare plastic yesterday morning, so, you know.
They're definitely bare plastic after the gun exploded in their hand.
Yeah, so one's a 6, that's an auto wound.
Yeah, sure.
And then the second one does wound, because it was the overcharge.
So 2 at -3.
Yeah.
I will take it on. Can I get out of sight of the Lehman Russ? I'll take it on this guy first.
Yep.
He's dead. And the second one will be on... so many shots. You've got loads of mortal wounds. They're probably going to end up dying anyway. I'll just take it on a normal guy.
Now, that's the reroll to wound one, not the mortal wound one.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's, well, I suppose you've got plasma as well.
Yeah.
They're dead anyway.
That's
cool.
Okay,
So
the 2
dead?
volley guns.
Yep. This is where the Storm Shield tanks so many now.
In theory.
In theory.
Okie dokie, so they're hitting on 3s. So I got 1 auto.
Yep.
And then the other is a strength 4, so 4's with a reroll. To wound.
4, 5, 6.
Nice. Yep, and these are AP2, if I remember correctly.
AP2, Storm Shields.
Yeah,
4
you
ups.
don't care.
Loves it. 4
6.
ups. Loves it.
Oh.
Didn't love the last one.
Almost
Gave it a bloody
flicked
good
onto
go
the
though.
foot, yeah.
Cool.
Then
the rest of the guns at strength 3?
There's marksman rifle as well.
Of course.
So that's a heavy, so you will be hitting on 4s. And you rolled a 1, great.
What? Don't you re-roll like me?
No.
Rubbish.
Quantity over quality.
Of course, of course.
Even though these are the elites. So, how many guys what left? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I've got 4 hotshot las. And then the pistol from the sergeant.
Sweet.
So hitting on 3s.
Yeah, wicked.
Not
No
too
ball
bad.
soldiers.
Those 6s don't. So
And then-
5s to wound with rerolls.
Yeah, sure, mate. Because of mechanised infantry, because of the Kassakin, and they get to choose an extra one. And they got a cool
play
strat.
the stratagem, yeah. So that is 2 saves at -2. Sorry, 4 saves at -2.
4 saves, I'm going to say that was interesting.
Yeah, maths.
4 5-ups. 1 in. 1 left.
Okay, that Leon Russ can't see anything, but I'll do the...
Leon Russ can still see him, but he'll be
Yeah.
-1 to hit now.
Yeah, I'd just do the flames on the Chimera, because that is just more fun.
By all means, mate. Remove my dead
And
model.
he's getting only 5 hits.
Only 5? What's he playing at?
He
We're
has
right
to
in
take
front
it
of
easy.
him.
He gets 2 wounds, so that's -1. Yep.
Oh, if only I had Karma of Contempt still. I would have lived. Well done.
He knew what he needed.
He sure did.
Okie dokie, so the Rust can't see out now. Great.
Nope.
So that is going to leave the Sentinels onto the Desolation Marines.
Of course, and as you probably expected, I'm going to give him a feeling of pain of 5+. Or
yes.
reject the flesh, embrace
and
the
I wish
machine.
the Finio was over there now, so I could ignore it.
I know.
But hey ho.
I know. I was quite happy when you ran them over there,
Yeah.
and that's why I put them there.
Sometimes you have to take the opportunities that are
Yeah.
presented. So
So I spent 1 CP, basically reject the flesh, gives them a 5+ feeling of pain for the rest of the phase, and the only things that can see them is 3 Sentinels with plasma.
yep. And they're all going to overcharge.
Of course. So it's flat 2 damage now.
Yes. D3 shots each. So that is getting me 5 shots.
Cool. Don't you roll them one at a time if you're overcharging, because one... Or does the unit take
The
more wounds?
FAQ changed it to being the unit.
Of course, you can roll them
Because
all
you
together.
do one at a time, you get a weird place where you got multiple injured at the same time.
Of course.
So hitting on 4s,
Yep.
no rerolls unfortunately.
No one blows up.
Nope, but that's 2 straight auto wounds and then a regular to wound roll. Yep, so that is
3
3
wounds?
saves with a 6.
-3, so 6 ups, so I'm not in cover. Oops, I've made 1. Made 1, so 2 damage each.
Yep.
So first one, 5 up, feel no pain. Fails it. Second one, fails it as well. That's 2 dead.
Okay.
Rubbish. Okay, nothing else can see that unit, right?
Nah,
Okay, I'll just take the chuck
that
back.
is pretty much going to be it for me, I think, apart from a...
Not a bad shooting phase. Got rid of a couple of units
Actually,
there.
the ball within 6 of that.
The Bullgrin can.
Yeah.
The Bullgrin is within 6, so you got some plans.
They have a funky frag grenade. I mean, it's not going to do very much, but
No.
you use what you got.
May as well.
Mm-hmm.
So D6 strength 4 or something silly.
It used to be. I'm just double checking because I like to change little things like this. No, it's strength 3 now.
Oh, okay, we know 6s
But
then.
it has gained AP 2.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I've noticed a couple of grenades are getting quite good. Like, obviously, you got the Custodian ones as well, which are like AP 3 at strength 4 or something dumb.
So yes, 5 shots.
Yep.
I mean, usually I'm hitting on 4s because the Bullgrin, but you won't get born soldiers, unfortunately.
6s then, mate.
Yeah. Just the 1 save.
Just one at -2.
Yeah.
5 up. Fails, takes wound, down to 5.
And then I will go for that charge.
By all means, it's a 5-inch charge, mate.
Yep. That is a 6.
Well done. Well done. Let's, well, yeah, we'll move this out of the way so you've got plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
Will this one see? I'm going to stand in the way. And there you go, makes a charge. It's probably a dead land speeder, but also, I mean, it's a land speeder, so I'll live. Still good to get rid of him, though, because it kills so much of my speed.
Yeah, that's the thing for Iron Hands, isn't it?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Because even the Dreadnought list I was running, I took 2 speeders just to, you know, get around places.
Yeah,
I don't know why I've moved around because I need to pile them in now.
Pile them
don't
in, as you were.
Yep. So, I mean, the best bet is just to shove them straight down your throat now, considering how exposed they are.
Yes. Cool. All right.
So it was
4 attacks each.
and then 5 for the Boneheads.
Mm-hmm. Will I survive? That's the question. I
I
doubt
mean, I think these guys will get a nosebleed before anything else.
it.
Cool, there we go. Hitting on 3s.
Yes, mate.
That ain't shabby. 1, 2, 3 misses. 4 misses.
Cool. And then from 5.
Yep, plus 2 from the Maw, so 7.
Ah, cool, cool, cool. So 3 through in there.
Yep. So that looks like it is
7?
7 saves at AP 1, 2 damage a pop.
Cool. So I need to make absolutely all of these. So got 4 up saves.
Ooh, almost.
Hello.
1, 2.
Down to 1 wound.
Yep.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to fight it back now. You got any extra attacks, have you? Any funky knives?
No, I mean, I
like
could have done some mortal wounds on the charge, but it goes against your toughness, so bit rubbish.
Yeah. So 3 attacks from me then. I'll reroll on them because of Artisans.
Yep.
That's 1 hit, and 4, 5 to wound.
Yep.
Doesn't wound. Excellent.
Cool. No leadership test for you.
No leadership test for me now. I could fall back with a CP, which would be quite nice. But I do only have the 1, so I don't have a lot to play with. So, right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Good turn.
Right, so 2 for data scry again.
Yeah, so obviously for data intercept, obviously one of the infantry squads did that, so you're going to get 1/2 for holding 2 in no man's land. Oops, that's me, not you. So up to 5 on that one. Boots on the ground. You have a platoon squad in this quarter. Platoon squad in this quarter.
That is 2 points.
That's 2 points there. Inflexible command.
I won't be getting that because the Dawn's had to. Well,
The Dawn had to run away.
I did not kill that unit under orders. That is really stupid.
Killed it with the Chimera.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you did like
so
2
I
minutes
should have
ago.
done that with the Rust
You
because
should have.
he had an order. This is why we practice.
Excellent, excellent.
And dropping points everywhere.
Okay, so no double points there. How else can you score inflexible? Is it being close enough and you're
Yeah,
too far
I'm
away?
fairly spread out.
Excellent.
I will get the points for the infantry one though.
Yeah, because you've got to have all your infantry within range, all your vehicles in range, that's 1 point each, and then 2 points to kill a unit under order. So 1 point for inflexible, and you've had a banner.
Yep.
Cool. All right, going into my turn. Not too shabby. If you keep playing like that, John, it's going to be great. I'm going to score loads of points, because you're just going to get no secondaries. I get control 2 because I can't hold my home one. I hold the top left as well with the speeder. And I have a banner as well. And that's it. Right, can I bring on my reserves this turn, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like it.
Appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Okay, the Techmarine will obviously be giving +1 hit to the Contemptor.
Yeah.
You've got 3 command points now.
Ooh, would it be actually leadership test for those?
Leadership 8, they've only lost 2.
Ah, okay.
Or if not, I'm pretty sure the leadership 8, but just in case.
Yeah, 7
I've rolled
normally,
a
8
2.
massage. Sounds about right.
You're up to 3 CP now?
Yep.
I'm just on the 1. So you've got -1 to hit and smoke screen again for 2 CP or 3?
It'll be 3. 1 for the smoke, 2 for the
-1
ablative armor.
damage. Okay. That's bad for me. It's very bad for
Yeah,
me.
but you'll have more guns this turn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to have to check my strategic reserve rule because my deployment zone is here. So I wonder if I could bring my eradicators on here within 9 of these, but then I could start hitting these, which would be quite nice. I'm going to double check that before I start moving stuff.
That's a very good question.
So I've got 1 banner. I need to score shock tactics. I need to take 1 of these off here. Unlikely this turn. I don't have any speed over here now. I really wish I had 2 CP so I could fall back and double wound on 6s.
You mean fall back?
So the land
Just give me the
speeders have fall back and shoot. For 1
Oh
CP.
yes,
It's one
I
of the
was
basic
thinking
Space Marine ones.
basic marine
I
one.
can't remember what it's called now, but I've got a card for it
Yeah.
somewhere. So it's quite nice. Obviously, having a land speed on 1 wound is annoying, but also it means it can come out, shoot a melter gun, and then die, which isn't too bad. Could take that.
Yep.
So we're on 23 square again, which is fun. Let's double check reserves. So strategic reserves, someone might know in chat if you can type fast enough before I read it. I can come on my deployment zone.
I think just your board edge actually.
Well, my board edge is here. Do I ignore the
enough.
9-inch completely? Like the 9-inch restriction because I'm coming in from my board edge? Or is it only if I end up within... I think it's if I'm within 1 inch of my board edge in my deployment zone. I can ignore it. But I'm not 100% sure.
So you can't be memed out like that old photo of the guy with the crew against the white scars.
Yeah. The only exception to this being settled within 9, if they're being settled within 1 inch of their own battlefield edge and wholly within their deployment zone, in which case they can be set up within 9. If unit is set up with the engagement range, then it counts as charging. So if I'm in my deployment zone, I could land 1 inch off the board edge, ignore the bullgreens, and maybe see the sentinels.
Is that strategic reserve?
It is, yes. And that's
So that's just the guys walking on then?
the 3 eradicators is the question.
Yeah.
So let's have a look where 20 inches is. So 20 is...
So you will be in range of the Rust. I mean, Dawn.
Yes, that's actually really nice.
That is the perfect spot.
That is the perfect spot to put 3 eradicators. Because I can either deal with the Dawn, do some wounds to him, be quite nice. I won't kill him on the first activation, so I can shoot him again, which would be cool. Or I can drop in near these, and I will be within melter range. With
Just curious, what is the wording on the double shot?
So after the unit is activated, if they shot all their guns at the same target.
So I know you can't do it when you advance. It's about the type of move you do.
Interesting.
Because moving on from reserve is not a normal move.
But for most rules, intents and purposes, they count as making a normal move at full distance, right?
Mm.
Let's have a look.
Is that how making an advance move is not a normal move plus D6?
Of course,
it's its own thing.
I'm pretty sure it's just if they didn't advance.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it says, to be honest.
Yeah, let's have a look. And it's good to check these things before you start moving, guys, because then you can plan ahead. Each time selected for you, if it has not advanced this turn, you can unleash total obliteration. Select one enemy unit. Models can shoot twice his phase, but they can only make attacks that target that enemy unit. So I could come on, basically here, just where my hands are here, double shooting to there or double shooting to there. If they came on here, they are out of 12. So the chances are I'm probably going to be shooting that way to get the melter range. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I've got a lot to bring on this turn. I normally got a drop pod and it's only dead by now. So I'm like, where do I put the drop pod? Because if I wanted to actually deep strike, that's almost out. That's actually out of deep strike range anyway. So I could just come on there anyway. I could just come on here with the eradicators. There, 9 away from there, be within 12 of the dawn. It would be quite nice. Oh, John, I've got so many options now, mate.
Yep.
That's quite tasty. That's quite a big spot. Just out of curiosity. Wow.
Easy peasy.
I'll lie them down a minute. I can't fit the drop pod there unless I was very, very lucky. I could put the pod here. He's got a 5+ invuln. I could get rid of that. Are these are only -1 damage with the stratagem, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And +1 save if the weapon is damage 1.
Yeah, and what's the armor save?
3 up for an armored sentinel.
3 up. Cool. So they will be 2 damage against grav cannons. Has anyone got anti-12-inch denial this turn? Or is it all just normal?
Nope.
They didn't use that one this turn. Okay.
I actually did it on the infantry squad down
right
here.
at the back.
Sorry. Yeah.
I don't think I could even get within 12. Well, just over 12 anyway. I'm tempted, very tempted, to use the pod to try and deal with these two. And then the Contemptor, Land Speeders, etc. deal with them. And then the Eradicators try and deal with the Dawn.
You know something? I've made a horrible, horrible mistake. I've just noticed.
Is it something I'm going to notice very quickly, or do you not want to discuss it?
It lets you do what you want to do now. Basically, it's a stratagem for Sentinels called Maverick Maneuver, so they can move 6 after they've shot.
Oh.
So I could have gone, move these guys, shoot, move there. That's blocked out. They're out of line of sight.
Yeah.
Boom.
I would have still been able to come on here.
Yeah.
But not near the door. I would have been back here, so I would have only shot the Sentinels. Okay. Yeah, that would have been quite good, but I think you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to be just reliant on dice then, because you wouldn't be able to do the -1 damage or the smoke screen, or both at the same
time.
One or
anyway. The other, yeah.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So movement phase, obviously buffing the Techmarine's going to buff the Dreadnought. He's going to pop over to here, and he's going to try and force himself to see this Sentinel. Actually, No, actually, this one's going to jump this. This one's going to
yeah, because that middle one's not obscuring, isn't it?
No. Which is very weird. He's going to poke his head out to do that, and this one is going to go up here because he's got longer range. That's going to do this. We're going to advance some infiltrators onto there, because I can stop you taking it off me. So advance roll of a 5.
Very nice.
Very nice move to come over here. I'm going to just touch the wood, so we've definitely got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 5. They're going to go up to there. You've got a Chimera there, so I'll pull these back a little bit. So you can't run that too far and flame me easily. How do I deal with these? That's a question. A Gladiator might do it. Toughness 5?
Yep.
Okay. Gladiator could do it. That would be quite tasty. These guys are gonna jump up here. I probably should have just moved these, but I don't think they could have reached. And they're gonna drop a banner.
Mm-hmm.
That's one down there. The Desolators are just going to stay where they are. They're a bit sad that you bullied them a minute ago, but they're not. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. The Servitors are going to do data intercept.
Yep.
Interesting. So do I fall? I'm going to fall back with the land speeder. Do I make him shoot? I think I probably do. Because with a 16-inch move, that's someone else threatening your dawn. I could get rid of that this turn. Let me just make sure. Let me double check. Oh, actually, I'll get the cards out because it's got a picture on it, which is going to be much easier to find.
I think you would have found about the codex by now.
Pardon?
I think you would have found it in the codex by now.
Probably. Not in those ones. Yeah, I normally have a pile of cards in a rubber band, but I dropped them out. Hit and run warfare. Use stratagem in your movement phase when a land speeder or storm speeder falls back. That unit is eligible to shoot this turn, even though it fell back.
Cool.
I'm probably going to use that because that gives me an extra speeder over here to deal with this or them or shoot them. So I'll do that. So I spend 1 CP for hit and run warfare, and we're going to go move and land on this objective here.
Now, so what do I do? Cut them down.
Do you want to try and do cutting down?
Yeah.
You get 5 rolls. On a 6, you do a mortal wound.
Which should be enough to kill it.
It would kill it.
Well, what do I gain out of it? That's the question.
I mean, it's
Apart from
not
a dead land speed.
a dead land speeder. That is about it.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, so we'll do that. So this land speeder is going to jump into this building to protect my characters. The Contemptor is going to turn and face. We're going to poke his head out a little bit. We're still within 3 of the speeder. He's going to go right in front. He's going to shuffle to there. Desolators are going to stay where they are. So the plan is the Contemptor might be able to see those, and he might be able to see
should be able to.
and Ross, which is quite nice. Because he's obviously touching the person.
Has he still got the foot on? Yep.
Yeah, so he's keeping his foot on there. He's not trying to hack because he's quite safe because I don't think you got anything to do with the speeder and then the scouts to get out at the same time.
Unless I have an amazing term of the mortars.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone
18
dies
shots
in
and they all hit and wound.
Yeah.
So that's that. In terms of reserves, these eradicators are definitely coming on here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're walking on 6 inches from the edge. They are more than 9 away, so I don't even need to worry about being within 9.
Stuff.
I'm going to be 9 away from the infantry squad, so I can charge.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that might just shuffle forwards a little bit, just so there's enough room to go through. Just like that. So it is touching, so if I do manage to kill them, it'd be quite nice. Because I've set that up perfectly. Because if I shoot them with an assault cannon, you take them off the objective, I get 4 points. If you don't, I can charge.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. There's some tactics there, John, probably. I think I'll bring the gladiator on back here.
All because I left that hole.
Yeah, that is a very unfortunate hole. So gladiator.
It's bigger than the hole in the bottom of the door.
It is. So he's going to be behind this piece of obscuring terrain.
But open up on the bullgrin.
But able to see the bullgrin, yeah.
Yep.
So it's just making sure we stay within 15 so we can rapid fire all those guns. And then the pod, I'll put the lieutenant here. I think the pod's probably going to land somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be able to get in melt range of him. I am. I could drop here. Put the pod there, pop all the guys out there. I plus inborn, but if you fail, that's going to be very sad.
I'd actually be getting a save.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, to be honest. I think that probably makes the most sense. So I've got one land speeder that's going to shoot over. He's going to deal with him. That one's going to shoot a missile launcher over here. Yeah, we'll do that, mate. I'm going to drop it up there.
Okay.
Have you got any Auspex scanner, anything I need to worry about?
Nope, the only thing I did that for guard are the Scions.
Okay.
Which obviously I don't have any.
Thank God.
I mean, I'm contemplating a list that is just nothing but Scions, but
Yeah.
that is not what I've got today.
There we go. Back you go. And then into there. We're quite happy. So I think the drop pod's going to have to land somewhere around here, just to let the guys get out. And then 9 inches from the wall for a re-roll. Could be quite tasty and probably quite doable. So wholly within 3. I'll put the Marines down first and then I'll decide where wholly within 3 is. Children out of the way. Like that. But this isn't obscuring in the middle either, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know why I'm moving that wall. I can just leave that there. Sweet. Can I get that to 9? I think so. What do you reckon?
I think he might have to come out to play a little bit, or tuck him backwards like that.
Yeah, I can just push him back a little bit further.
Yeah.
I'll put the banner on the front there. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So, I'm obviously within range of that one, but I'm not in melt range of Lehman Russ.
Mm-hmm.
He touches the objective there. And then the grav cannons can do what they want then. Alright. Interesting. Sweet. Alright, mate. That's my movement done. Sorry. Time for shooting. Dread has line of sight to the Sentinels. It sure does, because there's obviously touching this ruin, so I can see past here, and they're obviously sticking their heads out and they're touching this ruin, so there's line of sight straight down. The Gladiator can only see Bulgrins, but I don't think that's exactly a bad target, to be honest. So we'll do that first, I think. I don't have any CP there. That's going to be the only downside in this shootout. The Techmarine will obviously buff in the Contemptor again.
Yeah.
So I'll do the Gladiator into the Bulgrins. I'll do the Bolters first. Any CP to be spent, mate?
Nothing for me to do with Bulgrin, unfortunately.
Okay, so we've got Tempers Bolters. 8 shots each. But they're not heavy. So I'm just rolling to hit and wounded like a normal person. Strength 4, but they are AP 1. So obviously you're going to be on a 2-up save still if you want to take on that one.
Cover.
Yeah. So 5s. So that is 4 saves, mate, at AP 1.
Yeah, so I'll be taking the first 3 on one of the ones with the 2-up armor save.
Makes sense.
He's fine. And then the last one, you'll
Takes
take
a
a wound.
I'll do the rocket pod now. D3 shots.
So that's going to be one of them on 2.
Yeah, 2 shots. I'll use my Master Artisan. So I'm now only re-rolling 1s with the rest of the guns.
Yeah.
This is strength 7, so 3's to wound. So 1 wound. It's got a bit of AP. So do you want to just roll your save and I'll tell you what it is while you roll in?
Yeah. It's a 6, so
definitely
I think
saved.
I'm fine.
Definitely saved, so it doesn't matter what else I roll. I've got the Iron Hail, which is AP 2. 3 hits and 5s. So 1 wound at AP 2.
So 3 up.
Yep.
Yep,
Takes
goes
him down to
through,
1.
so he's down to 1.
And then I've got the big Gatling Cannon, which is 24 shots. 2, 3. Back at time. I've done 2 wounds so far. Let's try and do a bit more. Rerolling 1s because it's heavy. That was a good roll.
That was only a single one.
That was only a single one. I'm going to come around
What
here.
strength is it?
Strength 6.
Okay.
The crucial strength against toughness 5.
Yeah.
So 3s. That is 3, 6, 9, 10, 15 saves at AP 2.
Okay. Sorry, did you say 15?
15 indeed, yeah.
Oops. So
So
15
just
in
shooting
hands.
from here into there, guys. That's a better camera angle.
So,
So first guy's on 2 wounds, right?
1 wound left.
1 wound. Come.
So I've got 2 up save normal in cover, so that's a 1 up, but your AP 2, so that pops me onto 3.
Yeah.
So I'd be
3 ups
rolling 1 at
again.
a time on him. That's a
He's-
great start.
He's dead. Which one is it?
One of the ones with the big shield, just
Big shield.
from the back, actually.
From the back, cool.
Yeah.
So you got 1 more big shield. Or do you want to take it on in runs?
I'm going to take on the big shield sometimes.
Cool, so 3+.
Yeah. Jesus.
Down to 1.
He's got 1 left again. Right, I've only done 4 so far.
Excellent.
It's a great start, lads. Fine. Fine. Nope, he's
dead.
gone.
And then it's all 4 up in runs now, mate.
Yep. Well, 4 armor, 3 up in cover, but yeah, the AP bounces it back. Okay, that was
abysmal.
bad.
That's at least 1 dead.
Yeah.
How many dead? 1 dead, 1 on 1 wound.
Bingo.
Cool. And they have a pretty terrible leadership.
Not that bad.
Oh, okay.
7 or 8.
Yeah. Well, he's on 1 wound, isn't he? Are you counting up or down?
What's remaining on him?
Cool. Just 1. Which one's the bonehead? Is he the one with the funky glasses?
The
leader.
The one with the little thingy on his shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Cool. Alright, that wasn't awful. That wasn't terrible. So we've killed 4 of the 6. And 1's on a single wound. So I
3 of 5.
Yes. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, we're going to do this land speeder up here. We're going to shoot the unit out first at this sentinel. So we will shoot the missile launcher to begin with.
So does he take them? Well, you're Iron Hands on you, aren't you?
I am Iron Hands. So
yeah.
Hits on 3s. I'm going to use my Master Artisan reroll. Misses. 4 sniper rifles. No rerolls. And then it's strength 4, so 5 to wound. It's AP 2. And his 6s are immortal.
Yep.
That's 1 wound at AP 2.
Okay then. You damage 1, so it goes down by 1.
Yep.
1's a
6
1.
wound. Okay. And then the transport will shoot. So I've got the heavy bolter. Rerolling 1s. So 2 hits. And 5 to wound.
Yep.
1 wound, AP 2.
So that's
And
a
2 damage.
5 up. No, that goes through as well.
Does he blow?
Yes. Does he blow? No, he doesn't.
That's a heavy weapon. That's 2 points to me.
Boo.
Boo, indeed. See you there. Cool. All right. So I think we'll do... I've got this land speeder as well. He can probably only see these sentinels now. Is he in range of those sentinels?
He won't be in half range, but...
Not within half, but he's definitely in range.
Yeah.
My Contemptor's definitely in range all day, every day, because he's like 45 inch range. So I'll do that land speeder because he's only got a single target. He's not... Like, his gun's sticking out the front, but I'm not going to shoot from the gun. I'm going to shoot from the hull. So he's going to shoot here, mate. So it's into these sentinels. Would you like to do any stratagems?
Okay.
I think that's a yes.
The only thing that can see the dawn at the moment is the Eradicators, correct?
Correct. And this land speeder.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what was in that corner.
Mm-hmm. The Desolators can't reach with their indirect opening. But it would be very shit. But yeah, so what we're doing, just for everyone at home, land speeder here into the shield. We've got 3 CP to play with.
How many shots are your melter guys getting?
So they are 4 shots. 2 melter rifles at +4 damage because I'm within 12. And 1 multi-melter.
So you'd get 8 from double tap.
I was about to say, so it's 4 shots per activation.
3s to hit, rerolling 1s, 5s to wound.
Really rolling 1s and an extra each time they shoot. Because they shoot again, and obviously Master Artisans, I believe it triggers again as well.
So if I want to blow everything, I need to blow it on 1 unit. There is so much looking at those sentinels, I don't think they'll survive.
Probably not.
I think it's just more down to your dice if they do, really. So
Alright, happy to go through then?
As happy as I can be.
Alright then, cool. So double multi-melter into here then, guys. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because it's heavy. And 3s to wound. He wounds 1s this time, and it's straight damage. Does it go straight through your armour?
Yes, it does, yeah. Because you're AP 4, 5, aren't you?
5, yeah. So 4 damage on the Sentinel, mate.
Okay, I will do it on the...
I roll my assault.
I'll go for the one who's actually not on the objective.
Cool. Well, they all miss, so rerolling 1s and 1 extra.
Yeah, put in the ass in ass cannon.
Yeah, 1 hit. Doesn't win. Okay. Alright, so that's that Sentinel. I think we've just got the Devastators, are probably the important one. I'm trying to save the Eradicators, but also they've kind of got like one target, but also he doesn't. I'll do the Dreadnought next. The Dreadnought's going to put everything into these Sentinels.
Yeah.
So obviously target protocols on him again. So I'll do them all. Shall I do the missile launcher first? Please we reroll. That'd be quite good.
I always do the missile launcher first.
Yeah, missile launcher first. Hitting on 2s. Both hit. I'm not going to be cheeky and reroll any of them. 3s to wound. Next to a lieutenant. Thank God. That is 1 wound. AP3.
So 6 up save.
Nope. Jumps it. So I've got a D6 damage. I get to reroll it for free. There's 4 damage.
Yeah, it's 1 dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't.
And then we got Volkite. Here we go. So hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. I'm going to be really cheeky, John. I'm going to reroll those 2 as well. With my Master Artisans and target protocols. It didn't convert, but I didn't miss. That's the main thing. So 4 sixes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we'll just chuck them in the middle. They'll hit as well. That's 20 hits. Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Forced to wound then.
Forced wound, re-rolling 1s. And 1 extra, because I rolled a 1 to wound with the missile launcher, didn't I?
Yes.
So 4s. Re-rolling 1s. And 1 extra. Not a great roll, but it is all 2 damage this time.
Yeah.
Cool, so that is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and 2 mortal wounds.
6, 10,
11, 4 ups.
Yes, for the AP one.
Sweet.
2 damage. Oh my!
Alright.
You, how many mortals was there?
2 mortals. So
So
it
you
kills 1.
just managed to kill 1 whole sentinel.
And 1 extra.
Does he blow up?
Please do. It'll make me feel a lot better.
Nah.
No. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't kill it again. Damn.
Imagine if I put a damage reduction on them. Oh.
Yeah, damage reduction. I probably wouldn't. I maybe would have just killed 1.
I failed
4 saves.
3. Yeah, 4 saves.
Maybe
so.
on 1 wound.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right. Deathwind launcher from the drop pod into Lehman Russ. D6 shots. You ready for this, John? 1 shot. Hits on a 3.
Ready all day for that.
Wound hits. Wounds on a
Strength
5.
5. Yeah.
It wounds at AP2.
Ooh.
1 damage.
I also get +1 to my safety on the track, so I passed.
Excellent. Okay. All right then. We've got the super crack left to deal with that sentinel. I'm going to do this unit first, the yellow devastator, and put everything into Lehman Russ.
Okay.
You got any response there?
Well, these are double melter and double grab, right?
Yes. I'll be signaling the grab. The sergeant can't reach. I've gone for reroll.
Signaling the grab, are you?
Sorry, the melter.
Okay.
Sorry, my apologies. I'll be signaling the guns that are melter.
2, 4, 6, 12 if you want it. They're getting 8.
I have no CP, if that helps your decisions.
I think what's actually going to help me win the game, if at all, at this point.
This is a really devastating turn, this one.
Yeah.
Delaying the drop pod was good, but once it's in, it's in.
Grab goes up to 2, right? When
Will be 2 damage and it's AP 4.
Yes. AP doesn't matter because of psychic barrier.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, 2 damage.
So I can make it. Yes, so there's no point in damage reduction on it because that's still been a 5-up save. I think I'm just going to have to let it go.
We'll let it go?
Yeah.
All right, mate. So first multi-melter on 2s. Rerolling 1s because it's Iron Hands. Yay. That's 2 hits.
Yeah.
Next one on 3s. They all hit. And then 4s to wound because your toughness 8.
Yep.
That's cocked. And I put myself near a lieutenant. That is 3 wounds. So 3 invulnerables, please. And these are all +2 damage.
Oof. Well, where are those sentinel rolls from earlier?
I know.
All straight through.
Any CP? I presume not.
Nah, not on a
Cool.
5-up.
So for dramatic effect, I'm going to roll them one at a time. So +2. There's 6. There's 12.
Got 1 left.
There's the rest.
You go boom.
No, it does not. Cool. Oh, that was a good drop pod. That was 2 melter guns. That was pretty nice. Well, Things about to get interesting. Am I going to be opening up a horse if I do this right?
There's the infantry squad here.
Infantry squad is closer there. What about from this squad? If this isn't here, I don't know actually. Oh, there's the Bullgrins.
Yes.
I'd have to if I killed the Bullgrins first, they might be able to.
Actually, how many Bullgrin are left?
2.
So they won't count.
No, so
it's not, not unit 3, is it?
It's this one has to be 3 or more.
Ah, okay.
These just become a closest unit.
They're just annoying.
Yes. So just out of measurement, how far are they? Nearly 25. He's definitely in range. And what range is it? 22, 21 and a bit. How close is that one? Further away.
20 under 22.
Let's have a. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think that'd be really cool if I did that as well. What's that? That's 20 and a half to that unit.
Yeah.
And then 20 and a half from there. Yeah, so that will be closer. So your horseman is safe. Unless the Desolation rip this unit, which they won't. That would have been naughty, though. That would have been really naughty. Okay. So I will Signum, the multi-melter hitting on 2s, and I'm going to shoot into this Sentinel here.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything defensive on him.
Yeah, of course. So hitting on 2s, mate. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. Both wound. Both go straight through?
Yeah, for AP4, yeah.
No +2 damage, so just roll them together.
That'll do
12
it.
damage.
Just unnecessary overkill.
Yeah, just a little bit.
No need to roll for explosions.
No,
nearby.
no, that's fine. So that's that first unit.
It's another 2 for you, though.
Yes, that's true. Another Codex Warfare there. Can these grav cannons see these Bullgrins?
I think the Sergeant can, but that's about it, really.
Just this guy, so not this
Yeah.
unit. Cool, I don't think they can actually reach any. Well, they might be able to reach with grav cannons into infantry units.
Should have cleared all at the same time, really, but yeah.
This is this unit. This is the next unit. That was just the yellow squad that shot.
I thought they did the Rus first.
Yeah, that unit shot into the Rus. It's 2 separate squads.
Yeah.
This unit
one shot here, one shot there.
No, he used the baby.
Oh, right. Okay,
that was one unit
post
that
the
shot.
end of phase, but yeah.
I thought it was after the unit shot.
I don't know. Depends how it's written.
I'm pretty sure it's. I usually use it instantly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's after the unit shoots, they can spend the cherub to shoot again.
So I think you could go to another unit and come back to you later if you even wanted
Once
to.
the battle, after this unit has shot, one unit can immediately shoot one of its range weapons again.
Immediately again, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was.
So one of them double tapped.
This one shot again with the cherub. So I've still got this unit to shoot, and they've still got a cherub. That's why I was asking if they can see here.
Yeah.
Because I've run out of targets, to be honest. Because I can't reach the dawn. There's 30 inches. Nope. The grav cannons can reach this unit, so I might shoot into this unit. And the melters can't reach. The melters can reach the horse, but they can't target him. So yeah, I'll do this unit then. 2 grav cannons. I'll signum one of them. Why not? Can they actually see? Because of this.
It's not obscuring, but it is there. Because of the angle of the perspex.
Yeah, because so that one can.
What,
this
the
one
plasma
can.
gunner?
The guy at the front, yeah, because basically you got this corner.
Yeah.
So if I was crossing over this, I couldn't see because these aren't in the cover.
I think you are crossing over it.
I think I'm probably all right.
Oh no, because I think the tree's blocking, isn't it? But it's not.
The tree's dense.
Yeah, it's just dense, isn't it?
So -1 to hit.
Okay.
That was very confusing for not a lot of game.
Yes.
I'm shooting 2 grav cannons into your unit. That's what's happening.
Into some guardsmen.
Into some guardsmen.
At -1 to hit as well.
-1 to hit. One of them's going to get +1 to hit in response.
And you're getting 8 shots.
8 shots, indeed.
Nah, I'm not going to do anything on there.
Okay, so hitting on 3s with the first one. I'll hit, and hitting on 4s with the next one. Roll them out of the way. I'll use my Master Artisan.
Nope.
So 5 hits. And 3
to vaporize.
4 wounds, or 4 dead.
4 very dead guardsmen.
Yep. They're definitely going to die, so I'll use the Signum one again and shoot them again. Why not? Master Artisans again, because they're shooting again. And 3s. 3 more dead.
Okay. I want the sergeant and I want the bucks. 2, 3.
Cool. Yeah, I think they're prime targets to die
Oh,
I was just like, I may as well just spend the baby to kill some more guardsmen. Cool, so that's the Devastator's done. I've got these 2 units left and the Desolation Squad, which can't actually see anything with their main guns because they're not on the perspex. They can only shoot at indirect. So let's do the fun one then. Eradicators into Rogal Dawn. Are you ready?
Do I do the kitchen sink or not here?
You got reduction of damage?
Yeah, damage reduction one against Melter at half range probably isn't worth it, so I'll just pop the smoke.
Makes sense, because if I do get through, I'd still be +3 damage with some of them and +1 on the other one.
Yeah.
So I'll do the rifles first, mate. So hitting on 4s now because of smoke. Both hit. So strength 8, so 5 to wound.
Yeah.
You won't get a save.
No, right, there's only 2 up there.
Oh dear.
And your AP, silly. Nope. Multi-melter?
Multi-melter indeed. Come on now, multi-melter on 4s. Master Artisan.
Nope.
1 hit. 5 to wound. Does wound. D6 +2. It's 5. Not too shabby.
On 13, so he's down to
8. Here we go. Save again, John, because I'm really rude.
Mm-hmm.
Melter rifles. Both hit. These are +4. It's so nasty. Don't wound them. Multi-melter. Both hit.
He's picking up the slack.
Come on, 5s. 1. I'll take it. How many wounds you got?
8. If you get a 6, I will be gutted.
That'd be so rude. You've been a fantastic guest, but here's a 6, mate. It's out the box.
That counts as a miss. And it was a 6, actually.
Fuck. Here we go. Oh, he does it. Oh, he's a dickhead. I'm so sorry. Oh, what a wanker. Oh.
Boom.
That was brutal.
Didn't fire a shot.
That was brutal.
Well, you know, new model syndrome and all that.
Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. That is awful. All right. Okay. So you got a 9-inch charge to them. I think it would be rude for the Landspeeder to not shoot some Kassakin, so he's going to do that first. So,
sorry, multi-melter on assault cannon, right?
Multi-melter and assault cannon, yeah.
I'm going to do Cadia stands, so they got transhuman, and I actually forgot about doing my CP regen for...
Of course, by all means.
Oh no, still turn 2 to regen one, don't I?
Yeah, I don't need your turn.
Yeah.
I'll do assault cannon, mate. Fucking hell, that was aggressive. My apologies. 3s. All hit. And 4s because of transhuman, because you miss your parents. That's 2 wounds, AP 2.
6 up.
Yep.
Nope.
That's 2 done.
Yeah, 2 regular guys.
And then 2 multi-melters. Reroll 1 because it's an iron hand. 1 hit. 4s. Then that's 1 dead. Unless you got an in one.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, cool. So, the Desolation Squad are just going to try and bully these
bully the
Vulgrins. And the Venga Launcher is going to buff himself with the Signum, which means he hits on 2s with it. It's quite nice. So I'll do the normal 2 first, 2d3. So 4 shots. Hitting on 4s, so I can't see you. And it's a heavy weapon, so I reroll 1s. And 5 to wound, rerolling 1s. Cool, hello. I was being rude now, mate. I'm so sorry. There's 4 saves. AP2 becomes AP1 because I can't see you. Becomes armor saves because you're in cover, so it's just your in one. Unless you have the save.
Fort save normally, so it's 4. Yeah, +1 -1, so it's just 4s anyway. Oh, for Pete's sakes! So that is 3 failed.
So one guy's dead, and your sergeant has a single wound remaining.
Yep.
I'll do a Venga Launcher. 6 shots. Oh, I'm just so sorry, mate. I'm just being awful now. I'm just rubbing it in. Rerolling 1s. He hits on 2s. Even though he can't see you, he gets +2 to hit. And 3s to win. Rerolling 1. So 4 saves. These are all 2 damage.
He is probably a very dead.
Oh, it does matter. It still is only 1 wound.
Only failed 1.
Only failed 1.
I don't think what else he's going to do, even if he does survive.
I got 1 Castellan launcher to shoot after that.
Yeah.
I rolled it separately because it hits on 2s, obviously.
Toast.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, this ain't looking good now.
No, that was a very, very nice turn to me.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I'm going to try and add salt to the wings. I'm going to charge some Eradicators into some Guardsmen.
You go for it.
So they need a 9. They don't get it. Worth a go, though.
Yep.
All right. So I think that's my turn done.
That's the leadership test for the Kazakin and a couple of Guardsmen there.
Yeah, I was just going to say Codex Warfare for another 2 points there. I killed the Sentinels, the Rogel Dawn, the Lehman Russ, and the Bulgarins. So that's 8 points this turn. Wow. Not bad. Puts me up to 10 on that one. So yeah, leadership on these boys.
Leadership 7. Lost 7 is going to be natural 1.
Okay, good luck.
Nope.
You failed.
So, take off the box. And then
You've got 2 guys left.
Another guy. 1s and 2s. They don't care.
Good. That's good for you.
And the Kazakin lost 5. Leadership 8. Don't care. It's a 1.
It's a 1. Big 1. Cool. All right. So, data intercept. I'm holding 2 because obviously you're still holding this one because your objective is secured.
Yep.
It'd be nice if the speeder could have charged them, but never mind. I'll take it. So 2 points of data intercept, mate. Codex Warfare, I'm up to 10 now. I've got 1 banner. I've dropped another one this turn, and then shock tactics. I didn't take an objective off you.
No, you didn't.
Because I'm only holding.
You just took most of my army off me instead.
Yes. Okay, mate. That's my turn. Going into round 3.
Right.
You control 2, so you do get 4 points of primary.
Mm-hmm.
And you gain a CP, so you're up to 2.
Yep.
Up to 1.
Right.
Okay. I'm good at that now.
Lord Solo's not going to have anyone to buff for his rerolls.
No.
Orders.
There's not that many scary units on the board. I
No.
think that's going to be the problem.
Thing to do, take cover. You'll do take cover on the command squad.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you can order officers. They will do take cover onto the infantry squad. Oh, obviously did not move up earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, no, actually you can do one out of there anyway, can't he? So
You can do it from the transport because it's a mobile command vehicle.
yeah. So
I know the rules.
he will give the Kazakin reroll. Just to take aim, so hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Well, +1 hit and +1 AP, but yeah.
Have you got any re-rolls in there? Because you could
He
pop
has a
your...
reroll aura, so when
cool.
he pops out.
Yeah, sure. So hitting on 2s, re-roll in, probably pop for the 5 to wound.
Yeah.
5s to hit wounds even.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you could clear up this side, and then at least you've cleared this
Yeah.
side of the board.
Yeah. As an educational experience, it does show what just making one tiny mistake like that of not shoving those sentinels further with the stratagem.
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah, because then you still
Because
have
you
a
would have
Rogal
been,
Dawn
because
here.
would you have been out of the 12-inch range then to get
More
the
than
6?
likely.
So he might have had 2 wounds left.
Yeah. And do you have an active full wound stratagem with the Rogal Dawn?
Yes, on battle tanks.
Yeah.
Well, any tank does cost more than super areas.
Yeah. So he would still be alive, 2 to 4 wounds remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Acting at full wounds. My Eradicator still would have come on and done some damage to him, so at least he'd be spending
Well,
CP.
you probably would have had to waste the speed to finish it off.
Yes, true. Rather than shooting Kazakin. But again, they didn't kill that many.
Yeah. Righty then.
Interesting.
No, they're not obsec. Oh no, you got your rights of war, haven't you?
Yeah, so Lieutenant gives these obsec now.
But it's only your troop choices which have sticky obsec.
Correct. Yeah, I can't walk off those objectives, I want to hold them.
I know what another order will be. You will give the Chimera obsec.
It's naughty.
Don't know why. Actually. We get sneaky.
But yeah, it's been an interesting one. Like your first turn, it was quite scary because you were so far out, and then denying my drop pod. We basically just slapped each other a little bit, but not a lot happened.
And then you came with the roundhouse turn after.
Yeah. And I was just rude with my dice. Granted.
Yeah. Actually, I will give the Chimera. Give that best when we get to there.
Might have looked very different if the Rust took out the 3 Eradicators on death. That's also...
Oh, you're right, mate.
True.
Jesus, again.
And the Rust could have killed them back. Does the Rust want to shoot them back?
I mean, the Dawn.
The Dawn.
Yes, I'd have 1 command point after all that jazz. Thank you, whoever that was.
Yeah, thank you, Magical Donkey.
So he would get 7 shots.
7 shots.
Hitting on 4s, because it's normally BS5, but yeah, +1 from turret. I said 7, didn't I? And I picked up 8. So 4s. So that's 1
auto.
Yep, and it's strength 10, so I'm reading on 2s.
Of course.
So that is 3 saves. I want to say it's 3.
I
and
failed
it's
them all.
flat 4.
They're all dead.
Okay.
At least that.
Yeah, that's
could have been worse.
Fair change.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe the Lehman Rush should have done it.
Yeah,
that would have made a big difference.
Again, obviously, that flips onto
Yeah.
your mistake. But I'd also get the auto cannon if I wanted it as well. It was AP3 for the oppressor cannon.
I did fail.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Magical Zonky. That's a good point. Yeah, so Lehman Rush could have shot first. Would he have killed him? Potentially.
You overcharge it.
Yeah.
D6 +3, hitting on 4s. Maybe, yes. It might have done enough to redeem itself. But hey ho.
At least they're dead now.
Yeah. Do the Chimera.
Yeah, sure, mate. Right, let's go to top down. Again, anything like that, guys, just point it out. It's totally fine. We don't mind trying to do little backsies where we can.
Right then, I'm going to do full throttle on the Chimera as he gets +2 to his movement.
Cool.
I won't be advancing him, and hopefully you might see why in a second.
Yep.
And these guys.
I'm about to say the mortars want to pop out first. Turn 3, finally going to pick up
mortars
something.
finally come out to play. I can pick up models by putting them on the board rather than taking them off.
Excellent.
So getting out first, so
sure.
3 and 6, so 9. So
what I did forget is your banners. I put your banner
yes. Talking of which, those 2 guys will be doing the banner.
Can you do it if I'm on the objective? I'll double check while you move.
I believe I can.
Might be able to.
Camp at the weekend.
Probably.
As long as I clear you off it by the end, I believe.
Potentially. I will have a look for you, mate.
And that's a double check on something incredibly basic, like how far Chimera moves, because everything changes so much in the Codex.
Sure does.
No, 12, so he's going 14. Fantastic.
What we're looking for? Raise the banner.
So he's just going to Tokyo Drift straight to there.
Love it. Raise the banners high. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about enemies, so yeah, you can drop a banner there by all means.
Cool.
Do you want to move over there at all, or I'll find another banner marker.
Yeah, there's guys. We'll just shimmy up and do it.
Sure.
You got nothing else on reserve, have you?
I haven't, mate.
It
was the most devastating turn, but it did require my entire army.
Well,
you do still have a unit of guardsmen. I know it's not going to kill much,
the Kazakin will be jumping back into the Chimera.
Of course.
All 5 of them now. That is a unit of Kazakin that managed to see a second turn.
Wow. Doesn't happen often.
So he's going to need to move 3 to clear that.
Yep.
Then leaves him with 9.
Don't forget about your secondaries.
Yes.
Before you start running everybody off. That's cool.
He's an officer, so...
Cool. And obviously he gives the auras out, right?
Yep. Well, not while he's in there, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the Kazakin not want to shoot this turn?
One speed has got 1 moon left.
Oh yeah, true. You just flame it to death. Yeah, we could.
Flame it, charge it.
Yeah, sure. It's because you
roast it, toast it, mash it.
That's it. Yeah. Goes great with a bit of ketchup.
Doing the action. Video.
I can't use Feeling No Pain against those mortars, at least.
Oh joy.
And I'm not in cover, so if you did go for the Desolation squad, at least you're going to be able to hit them a little bit harder.
Just think, do I send him forwards for this? No, because I've actually got a charge here.
That Chimera is going to be stuck in combat for all games.
We have a drop pod.
With obsec.
So I'm going to move Horsey Boy forwards, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Because you're on an overhead, aren't you? Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Because you've got Devastating Seal all within an inch of this wall, so you could try and sneak around the side.
You could? Yeah.
So I don't know what.
Just beware, I do have a Thunderhammer in that unit.
He halves damage.
Down to 2, right?
Yeah, because it'd be 3 to 2. But for Guardsman, he's tanky.
Binky
anyway.
bonk time, that's what we call it.
Right then, Well, that's my incredibly short movement phase done with. So
That was a short
shooting.
movement phase, mate.
So,
What was that to do?
The Chimera.
Cheers, Magoo. Make sure you join the Discord if you're not in there already.
Will flame.
What would you like to flame?
That'll be something red.
Yes, likely.
Go for those devs there. So
Yeah,
2 heavy flamers, 5 shots, oops, 3 to wound, AP 1, 4 saves.
4 saves. Is the one on top not more shots?
No.
Like is it just double barrel crits of conversion?
Third party 3D print, yeah.
Ah, wicked. Just the one wound, mate. It's only AP 1.
And you can shoot his lasgun away because you no longer need to have passengers in there.
Hell yeah.
12 whole las shots.
I'll put on the grab cannon. Because they are awful.
Well, that's 4 thingy hits. For
4 auto wounds. Very nice.
1 normal lasgun hit.
Well,
that'll be 5
wounds.
saves, yeah. From lasguns.
I presume no AP on the lasgun.
No, not under orders or anything.
Sorry, mate. Just it straight into your hand. Does get him and it puts another one on a wound. Are they within 2? I don't know. Yeah. They are not within 2, so I've got them multiple.
And the other one will try and take out the other speeder. So his
yeah, sure. So that's happening up here.
3 whole hits. 5s. That is 2 saves at -1.
2 4-ups. Fails. Do I blow? No.
Blow up players.
I do blow, to be fair. Alright, mate.
Okay, let's have the indirect war.
Here you go. You start the match.
So I will be hitting on 5s because I'm not under orders. So perhaps we'll disembark them and he come out that way, but live and learn. So
yeah,
first shoot of
if you want to do that, I'm happy.
Yeah,
it's
because
totally fine.
3,
because the Marshal wants to get out first.
Yeah, so Chimera was about there. He'd get out. Because he only orders 6 actually, so he's not going. He would not be in range.
Okay.
So,
cool.
So first one into the Desolators, or what we call them. So that is going to be 10 shots.
10 shots. I'm obviously not going to be using Feel No Pain as discussed. Are you sure you want to go for the Desolators and not my 4 Servitors that are holding my home objective?
Well, you can, yeah, go for your home objective. Yeah, why not?
I would.
Because they're toughness 3, are they?
Yeah, they're pretty pop.
No, they're not Space Marines.
They're not Space Marines. You're gonna kill them.
And that is 2 6s so far. Me wants to wound off the.
Yeah, it denies me 4. Currently, I'm holding more. You see, so it'll deny me 4 primary. Yeah, T3 and 1 wound.
Oh wow, so that is 4 saves.
4 saves.
No,
however,
AP, unfortunately.
However, they have a 4 armor save. I mean, cover, and you give me +1 save, so 2 up saves. How many saves was it?
We get the other +1. Oh yeah, from the mortars, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't see me, so I get +1 to my save characteristic. So
there's no AP on these.
And no AP, but then I'm in cover, so it's 2 ups. 4 was it?
Yes.
4 2 ups.
Very
Does kill.
Hey.
3 to go.
And the second salvo is 11 shots.
If it helps, you would have done a single wound to a Desolator Marine.
11.
You're more likely to kill this unit.
Yeah. No 6s this time.
Okay. Rerolling anything? Rerolling 1s or anything like that?
No, because he's over there.
Oh, okay, so not.
It's only 6, that sort of thing, because the Krieg Marshal has it as well.
Cool.
1. Well, I'm getting rerolls to 1 swing from the Finial. So that is 3 saves this time.
3 2 ups. Kills another one. They're probably going to fail morale. What is their morale? Their leadership's 6, so they can fail on a 5 now.
Woo. And then that is that. So
yeah, because I was just think about it. I felt like I baited you because I was like, oh, they have a 2 up, but they'd have a 2 up anyway.
Yeah.
So you would have killed either one of them or the 2 services.
Play the mission, folks.
Yeah.
And remember your rules.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try Leontis. Try if it's.
Yeah, but I mean.
This is going. So it's going to need to go 3 to clear that wall. Probably nudged him. And then it's going to be 7 to there, but I've got to get range, so that is going to be a 9.
Easy, mate. All yours.
Yeah, he's not happy. 11. Boom.
Cool.
And then the Chimera is going to go for the same unit and the pod.
By all means, I'm not going to bother overwatching.
3, I'll use my reroll on that.
Yeah, cool. That's another 3. Oh dear.
See, that's what the gods dream of. Like, there's a drop point in the middle. I'm going to sit in there and shoot out of my turret every turn. But hey ho.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, but you get Leontis in combat.
You do get Leontis in combat.
Unfortunately, we're all paddling through the wall.
So technically, rules is written. Mikey's list is illegal. How come this can be used in major tournaments? Not having a go, just asking as an Iron Hands player. It isn't illegal. For some reason, people don't understand how the stratagems and stuff work. Because it's an elite character, it takes up the elite character slot. It doesn't take up an elite slot. I've spoken to head rules writers about it. I've spoken to Mike Brandt, the savior of 40k, about it. It's totally fine. Basically, when you're using your stratagems and stuff like that, you nominate your warlord at the time you add it to your list. You use your stratagems on a unit as you add it to your list. So essentially, you use all your stratagems, etc. When you go to deploy your army, that's when you check if your list is legal. Not before, not after. So there's no putting the contemptor in the list, then using the stratagem. It all happens at the same time, and that's why it's totally fine.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I did the same at the weekend, and that was a WTC event, and they allowed that.
Yeah.
Well, WTC style, but their full rule set.
Yeah.
And plus, it's an 8th edition supplement with 9th edition codex and rules, so you always get weird things like that.
Yeah, but essentially that's the thing. It's not sequential how you build a list. You add all the units at the same time. They all just appear. There's not like, I add one unit at a time. You just do it all at the same time.
Yeah. All right then, Leontis. He has 6 attacks and he hits on 2s.
Yes.
That is 5 hits, and
What
he's
a boy.
strength 6.
3 to wound.
And it's AP 3 for damage 2. That is 4 saves on your Devastators.
4 saves, AP 3, did you say?
Yep, for
6
2
up.
damage.
Cool, that's 4 dead.
Nice.
Okay,
That's it.
so no Thunderhammer for me, because if I leave the one alive, I don't have a Thunderhammer. So I'll leave the unit, the sergeant alive. So
Unfortunately, he's just stuck in the corner there now.
yes.
And the Landspeeder's
Good
going
and
to
bad.
pop over and put a multi-melter up his horse's bum. Okie
That wouldn't be a bad shout.
No, that's what I'd do. Okay, your turn.
Cool. All right, so that's the end of yours. So you do data intercept with any unit, the infantry squad.
The infantry squad down there.
So you get
2.
one.
Oh no, just one.
One.
Isn't it? Yeah.
1 point for data intercept. Then you get
flexible command. I did not kill anything under orders.
I do have a morale check for my sergeant on a 5. You can fail. Leadership 8 lost.
He
4.
lost 4 friends.
No, he's all good. I'm gonna bonk Leontis instead. I'm gonna bonk him in that little dirty corner. Boots on the ground. You got a platoon squad up here. Platoon squad
I
there.
forgot my other infantry squad.
You wanna bring them on?
Yeah, I was probably just going to shove him in the corner over
Yeah,
there.
by me, mate. If you can use it, then why not? I want to know the specifics just in case I use it. Yeah, exactly, mate. So don't worry. I don't think you're having to go.
Yeah.
When I did a stream on last week about it, I had like a really long conversation with angry commenters, but it is totally fine. It is totally legal. It's totally fine. It's an elite character. That's why. It's mustering your army is not step by step. It all happens at the same time. So when you mustered your army, you use the stratagem. It's an elite character. Oh look, now you've got 4 elites in a 4 elites. One of them being a character. So.
Yeah. Going to event, just always ask your TO.
Yeah, ask the TO. And if they say you can't, tell them to speak to me.
Go.
Yeah, cool.
So boots would have been 2. Inflexible, I will actually be getting points now.
Yes, excellent. So flexible command, you're in 2 quarters with platoon squads. So you've got 1 here, 1
That's
there.
boots. Table quarters.
Oh, sorry. So boots on the ground, you get 2 points. How many points are in flexible command?
We get a total of 3.
Oh,
It's 2 for all the infantry being in range of an officer, which it is.
they are.
And then again, the vehicles, but within 12. Obviously, that's within 12 of him, and that's within 12 of
The guy inside him.
Yeah, because it specifically says
Any
it
officer.
becomes the officer.
Yeah, wicked. Okay. Cool. So boots on the ground, you scored 2. Flexible command, you scored 3, and then another banners, and obviously you dropped 1 this turn.
Yeah.
Wicked. All right. So I've got leadership for my servitors.
Mhm.
So I've lost 2 on a 5. Here we go.
It's a 6.
Does the other guy run? He does not. I've got 1 life.
Does not compute.
Worth a go. I think that was probably better than going for the Desolators because, yeah, the Desolators can see this, but so can these two multi-melters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of the crossover of the perspex, I won't be able to see over here anyway. So I think you're quite happy there, to be honest. Cool. So I do manage to control 2, control 3 because I hold these 3 now, which also gives me control more.
Yep.
This turn, which is why killing those Servitors was really big. I'm going to have to drop a Gladiator on it or something on it now. I have 2 banners up in the sky, so I get 3 points there instead. And that is everything. Cool. All right. So, Techmarine will buff the Contemptor. Why not? There's slowly running out of units to buff. So, yeah, buff the Contemptor and then we'll go into the movement phase. Sweet. Okay. The rule comes after mustering. Again, the timing of pre-battle is all at the same time. You build your list and give it to your opponent all at once. You don't there's not like a step-by-step for building lists. We've all been conditioned for that because of Battle Scribe, pretty much. So don't worry, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
And plus, at the moment, at least on my copies, Battle Scribe doesn't even compute that as being a character choice anyway. No,
not at all. But that's because it's a home. People are just writing it,
yeah,
from home, aren't they? So
open source.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if someone wants to be really funny, really funny, the only people it really concerns is the people you're playing games with in the tournament you're going to. The tournament say it's fine, even if it's wrong, it's fine because they allow it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, TO's word is final, even if they're wrong.
Yes, exactly that.
You know,
exactly that.
It's their backyard and it's their ball.
Yeah, totally agree. Okay, so we will probably. Is anyone? There's no one inside this now.
No, that's empty.
Okay, so we will start doing some shenanigans. We're going to fly the speeder over here. Hello.
Save the drop pod.
Yeah. Protect the drop pod at all costs. We'll bring our Vanguard veterans here. This little bonky from the hammer.
God, here we go.
Drop a banner.
Magoo's asking, does that make Orky Quins viable?
Yeah, totally fine, mate. Right up until you go to a tournament, your TO tells you you're wrong. So what single Devastator is going to drop a
banner.
A banner on there, yes, mate. That one Servitor, what a boy. What an absolute boy. Carrying me this game. These may as well just walk onto the terrain. Get a cover save. So I've still got Obsec on there. I'm just going to probably walk my lieutenant out with a run. We'll see how far it goes. The advance is a 1, so he's going to get a 7-inch move. He's going to jump to here. Speeder, he's going to run to here. Desolators are going to show their balls. Hello.
Pardon?
I know. Contemptor's going to go to there. And the Gladiator is going to move 10 around to here. Bonk. Dreadnought will be within 3 of him. Techmarine will move to here. And then these will just shuffle on here. I don't think you're going to be able to touch that terrain, that objective, so I'll advance. Because I'll continue to hold it. It's going to just... So because of sticky objectives, because they are troops.
Yeah, Marines get that now.
I'll drop that on there, so I've still got it. Okay. And I think that is everything. So I might be able to draw a line of sight here now. Yes.
You're taking the -1, no or not?
The Venga launcher can't see. I probably will. So there might be a smidgen, but I'm not going to call that. So two of them, the two that need to see him can see him, and the Venga launcher can shoot obviously anywhere he likes. So I'll save that for a minute. I'm going to start with the Devastator squad, and they're going to go into here. So I will do. What's the armor save of Chimera?
Only 3 up.
Only 3 up.
So if you're AP 3 normally, they just go straight through.
Yeah. I'll do the combi melter first, mate. Chip some wounds off. And I'll be signuming the multi-melter, obviously. The combi melter doesn't wound. I'll do the grav. Hits on 3s. Rerolling 1s because it's heavy. Cool. And wounds on 5s. No wounds. Multi-melters. On 2s. And on 3s. They all hit. And then 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. They should be in range.
9 inches because of his relic.
Yeah, absolutely in range. So rerolling 1s. That's 4 wounds. They all get +2. How many wounds has he got?
11 or 12.
So he's got 3 left and the +4.
And then plus whatever else happened.
He takes that.
Oh,
many.
he's got. Yeah. Does he go boom? No, I've not had an explosion yet.
Rubbish. We love the explosions. Okay. That's 2 points. That was a heavy weapon. Yeah, obviously. I don't really have much else to shoot, to be honest. So I can't target them. The other thing I can target is here. So the Desolation squad will put all the indirect into these 2 infantry.
Yeah.
Just for those at home. These 2 infantry are going to take all of the indirects, because I don't think anything else is in range. They are in range there. Oh, they could hit mortars if they really wanted to. Do they care? Yeah, go on then. The Venga launcher will go into 1 unit of mortars. I'll let you choose. The ones in cover, if you want.
I mean, if you're doing it properly, you go for the guys out of cover.
I'll do that, yeah. And then the Castellan launchers are going to go here. So even the Sergeants is going to go over here. And then the 2 crack are going to go into the vehicle. And I'll signum one of the super crack, obviously. So one of the super crack hitting on 3s because I get +1 and then -1 because of the trees. Which hits. And then the other one hitting on 4s. They both hit. 3s to wound. They both wound. It's -4.
Straight through.
So 6 + 2d3. So it's 3d3
Yes.
plus 2d3 plus 6. So 6, 8, 11.
Double check, but I think that is enough because I can't see a Chimera being any hardier than a.
I was being rude again, mate. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's 11.
Does he blow?
No, he doesn't. And I've got 6 inside.
Is that with the sergeant as well?
With the off character, yeah. Everyone's all right.
Cool. And then we'll go to top down while John disembarks. But I'll start rolling some Castellans as well, just to get rid of those 2 dudes. So the 2 Castellan shots, they're into those 2 Marine infantry on their own. So the first one hitting on 3s because it's indirect, but they can get +1. 1 hit, I'll use my Master Artisan. 3 hits and 3s. 3 wounds, and it's AP 1 essentially because you get +1 to your save.
Okay. 3 on the 2.
Onto the 2 dudes on their own.
So it was AP 1.
Yes.
No, need 6s. Nope, they're gone.
Sweet.
Well, they have been replaced.
They have. Yeah, because obviously you get +1 save because I can't see you, but obviously I'm AP.
But you got the AP.
It's essentially AP 1. And then the Venga launcher into the mortars in outside of cover, so D6 shots. 1 shot, not going to kill anyone, so it doesn't matter too much. Doesn't wound either.
I thought it's strength 6.
Oh, they're toughness 3, aren't they?
Yeah.
It does wound.
And you damage 2, aren't you?
Damage 2.
Yeah, so
and they got 3 wounds. And they got 3 wounds.
They got 2 wounds.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they've always had 2 wounds.
Yeah, make it just 1 save at AP 1.
Nah.
Kills 1. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. So that's those done. We may as well shoot some scouts at these Kassakin. So the transport. Now we'll do the sniper scouts into here first, but we'll shoot the missile launcher first with the frag version. Okie dokie. So 5 shots. Hitting on 4s because of the trees. It's heavy. All hit. And then toughness 3.
Yep.
4s to wound. 1 wound. AP1.
Frag missile is actually strength 4. The grenades are strength 3.
Oh, 3 wounds at AP1.
Drops 3 of them.
Sweet. All right. Thanks, John.
It's like when I played Duff last time.
So
I just tell you how to play your army while kicking me in the face.
You just never shoot. I never shoot the frag, you know what I mean? So it's just a crap missile straight through. 4 snipers. Could have targeted the character, but just wanted to kill the Kassakin, I guess. They all hit because of... Oh, one misses, sorry.
Yep.
Rerolling 1 to get its 9 in hand, and then 3s to wound. 2 wounds, AP 2.
6s.
Nope. Sweet. Alright. Now no one can see the character. Oh, the transport can see the character. The transport will shoot the character. So 1 heavy bolter. On 4s. Rerolling 1s and 1 extra because of Master Artisan.
Yep.
1 hit. And
3s.
3s to wound. Doesn't wound. That's fine. Contemptor cannot target anyone. The Gladiator cannot target anyone.
So just land speeder into Lord Solar then.
Yes, a land speed. Oh, I've got Vanguard Veterans behind the wall as well. So I'm almost like, do I just charge?
in case.
Yeah, the land speed are going to Lord Leontis then. So, multi-melter, both hits. You got any defensive stratagems you want to use?
Not on him, there isn't any.
Okay. Toughness 4?
Yep.
I'll CP it. 1 wound. In 1?
Yep, 4 up.
Loves it. Assault cannon. Rerolling 1s. All hit. And
Toughness 4.
toughness 4, so 3s. Nice 5 wounds, mate. All 1 damage.
Yeah. Still on 4 ups, even
Yes.
with your AP and stuff. He takes 3, so I believe he's got 6 left.
Sounds about right. Alright. That's my shooting done, because I can't select anyone else. I was trying to look see if this speeder could save for his sniper rifle. They're just charge raises now.
Oh, he has 8 wounds, so he's down to 5.
Okay. I'm going to charge a land speeder into do you want to Overwatch with your pistol?
Nah.
He's in with the fine. Boop. And then the Vanguard Veterans will obviously charge.
Yep.
And they're in with the 6. So they're just going to
Yeah.
be around the wall, just for
down,
speed. Just for speed, just chuck them there.
It's just mopping up now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, mate. Alright. I'll do the lightning claws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lightning claws in this squad, because it's just the other half of the combat squad.
Yep.
So, does that capture it? It does. That's where you can see where the speeder is. 3s to hit with a reroll. Yoink. That is 6 6s. I missed 8 times.
Wow.
And...
I mean, he's just out having a nice ride with his horse.
What toughness is he?
4. Yeah.
Okay. 4 to wound. Reroll him. Oh. That was a terrible conversion. 2, 4,
Think
6,
you'll be alright.
8, 10. Yeah. And then a land speeder, the true enemy of the combat.
Oh, yeah. So 4 pin buns for him.
Yes, mate.
Oh, he dead.
Oh, he did. Sweet.
Yep, 6 failed. Yeah.
All right.
Just gonna hop that out.
Thank you, mate.
There you go.
Cool. Obviously, you would have been round here to be able to fight. I'm not going to pile in. I think that's my turn, mate.
Yep.
So, data intercepts, obviously with the Servitor again. I didn't declare it, but they've been doing it all game. So I get 2 points of data intercept again. Codex Warfare, I killed the Chimera, the Kassakin,
Chimera.
the other Chimera, and then it's max.
So you've maxed it out,
yeah. I scored another 8 points there. Because I killed the 2 guys on their own, the 2 Chimeras, and the Kassakin. Banners, I've scored 2. Shot tactics, I haven't taken objective off yet.
No, somehow.
It's because you're too far away now.
Yeah, so everyone's just cowering. Okay,
so
I'm on
that
2
puts me
command
on
points.
54. Going to turn 4. You score control 2 because you still hold it with this character. And you have 2 banners.
Yep.
I think you're going to struggle to score many points after this.
So they'll be doing the action again.
Yeah. That's 1 point for data intercept at least. I can't take you off this one.
What do I do with him? Yes, even anything on for a crazy charge.
One bout of glory.
Yeah, go out with a bang.
Makes sense.
Well, Orders wise, the healthy unit. Oh, I'm not getting the
You're going to be on 3 CP now, by the way.
Oh, is it 3?
Yeah, I think so. I spent 1, so I'm down to 1.
Okie dokie. We'll make a move to mortars and shoot anyway, so.
No worries, Jack. No problem at all. As I said, it's one of those things with the list. People on Reddit think it's wrong, and then everyone, because it's said on Reddit, everyone else thinks it's wrong.
That was
but it
a
isn't.
Dreadnought thing.
Yeah, still talking about the Dreadnought character.
Okay, they can't order themselves, can they? Boo!
Rubbish.
Boo!
Could you make these guys move onto this objective at all, just to get that extra?
No, because move is either +2 to your movement if you make a normal move, or auto advance 6.
Okay.
So it's not a double move anymore.
Yeah, we're good. So are you just gonna walk onto the objective and protect your character?
And you can't order himself to try and move onto the other one, unfortunately.
So put him there.
But he will give them take cover.
Sweet. Why not? -1 to hit, +1 save.
Well, +1 save. If I'm in cover already, then I get the -1.
Yeah, we could. Oh, it's a trees that give you minus. So
oh,
quite happy. Quite happy, mate. Quite happy for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Take aim on the mortars.
Sure.
That's about it, really.
I think we'll probably be able to walk through it after this turn. Let's just see how many points you can get before we do.
I could fix. So that is. Got to get rid of an inch, so it would be an 11-inch charge to the speeder.
It's been fun though.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. It's been fun. I think, just my turn too. When everything came on, it just so happened to be all in the perfect place.
I think it shows like how one tiny little mistake can just cascade so much.
Yeah, exactly, mate. So,
but hey, it is what it is. Rather now than at a tournament.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, these stream games, sometimes you can kind of see where the games are going, but it's one way that John is learning and remembering these little stratagems to remember. And it's also for you guys at home for watching. You can also pick up these things, whether you play the army or you're playing against the army. Yeah. You can be prepared for them to try and do it or wait for them to forget. So.
Right, shooters and mortars. The unit of 2 will try and finish off that solo Servitor first.
Why not?
6 shots.
Excellent.
So they ignore the modifiers for moving, because I'm in 6 of the command squad. So
they should be.
And with take aim.
So you are back to +1 to hit.
Yes. So I go up to BS5 because the modifier from indirect, but I get +1 to hit on the roll.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the ballistic skill modifier does not count as a.
Something you can ignore with the finial.
Yes, basically. One of the few things you can't ignore.
Yeah.
Freeze to wound him. Just a 1 save.
Just a 1. I get a...
There's an AP on this now, so I'm 3 up.
That's it. He passes it.
Ooh.
Little robot head comes in clutch.
Well, I'll have to chuck the other unit onto him.
Yeah, sure thing.
7 shots.
Yes, mate.
4s. So there's 1 auto.
Yep. And freeze to wound.
Yeah. Rerolling 1s. There we go, that's a lot better. Nope. So that's 4 saves now.
4 saves, 4 3-ups. Trips him.
Yeah. That's finally some points on, what you call it?
Inflexible command.
Yeah.
You kill the unit under order. Excellent.
1 whole 7.
You've been killing units, just doing it in the wrong order.
Yeah. I'm not fast enough. And then heroic 11-inch charge to the speeder.
By all means.
9.
CP?
Oh, might as well.
Why not? YOLO.
Yeah, because I can't order myself.
Here we go.
7. Nope.
Bugger. All right, mate. Right, your turn.
Yeah.
So you got 1 for data intercept. Boots on the ground. You're going to get a 2 again.
Yep.
Inflexible command.
Yeah, got the point. Yeah, because all the infantry's within.
All infantry's within of an officer, so that's 1 point or 2.
I think it's 2 for the infantry version.
And then you killed something under order, so another 2, so that's 4 points. And then 2 points for banners this turn, so that puts you on 47. 6 for boots, 8 for inflexible, and 4 for banners.
Yep.
Going into my turn, I control 3, control more. And do you want to just walk it through?
Yeah, you just pounce on me now, don't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to get 3 banners this turn. I might be able to get shock tactics this time, because essentially see what we can do movement-wise. I think
That's
the
right.
land speeder can jump over, like jump on top of the building.
Yeah, and the infantry underneath, and your vanguard vets would need a 4 or 5 inch charge into the infantry squads.
Yeah, wicked. So with what would happen,
Absolutely
guys?
destroy them.
Move that there. Land speeder jumps
So
over
let's hop
here.
this out of the way so they can see what's going on.
Yeah, sure, mate. So land speeder jumps up there. This land speeder moves 18, so he may as well fly over to here just so he can see more and shoot it. Techmarine comes and does their intercept. Gladiator drives out over here. Probably can start shooting them. Contemptor's going to walk a bit after the Desolators so you can see them. Desolators are going to move up and shoot some mortars. Land speeder is going to move up and grab this objective with an advance. And then, do the Vanguard make the charge? They do. So they're going to die. They're going to get mortared. They'll probably
Would you just
alive.
go for the infantry squad though?
Yeah.
Because they're the OBSEC one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I'll just shoot all. I'll just basically charge all the infantry.
Yeah.
Just for glory's sake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then you're able to pile into stuff as well if you wanted to.
Yes,
Like the
exactly.
mortars and that.
So
I'd
Vanguard
recommend
veterans.
avoiding the command squads.
Let's see how many attacks they actually get. They miss 5 times. They reroll one of them. That was a 6. So 6 more hits.
Oof.
So 2 extra hits out of there. So as soon as I rip up this squad, I just take that objective.
Yeah.
3s. Oh, is this auto killing?
Yeah. Only 5 up save.
3.
I could
6,
give them transhuman,
9,
but with the rerolls,
10.
not really worth it.
13, 6, 18 of them are dead.
Well, there's only 10, so just sat there, just stabbing the giblets that are left.
Yeah, so I'll just do a wrap of the points then, mate.
I mean, I would be technically be able to heroically intervene onto one of the speeders.
I probably would have just shot them with the Contemptors though, because they were the closest target.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
if you want to,
roll out the Contemptor on the command squad. Do you want to see how?
You want to see how it does? How they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've lost target protocol, so I'm doing the action over there.
Yeah, and I would pop the transhuman on them to be honest.
Okay, and I'll do double wounds on 6s just to make sure.
Yeah, just try and push it through.
Does he have to take the wounds first? The
The
Bulgari.
Borgrin takes everything first, even mortals if there's anything like that.
Wicked. So double missiles. He'll hit on 2s, but he won't get target protocols.
So you're coping with a weird situation with Astropath Perils, but the Bulgarin goes pop.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. So transhuman, did you say?
Yes.
Holster wound. That is 3 wounds with the missile launcher because I rolled a 6th wound.
So Bulgarin's got a 4-pin rumble save.
Of course.
So just do that in one go. Saves 1. So 2 go through. Just
D6.
damage -1.
Takes 3.
Okay, so he's got either 2 or 3 left.
And then number 6.
Alright, well, you just get actually feel no pain against these.
Yeah, sure. So
Was that a 5 and a 3, was it? So it's 6 and 4.
Yeah, that becomes 5 and 3.
Yeah. Well, you made all the first 5.
All right. Oh boy.
So he takes 1 whole wound. Like an absolute
What a
champ.
champ.
I mean, where was this turn 2?
I know. Volkite, rerolling 1s. All hit and 2 6s. So obviously Warlord trait comes in clutch. Rerolling 1s. That hits as well.
So it'd be forced to wound rather
4s
than...
rerolling 1s.
So it would be 3s because you would go off the Bulgarin's toughness of 5 first.
Well, you got transhuman.
Yeah.
So 4s.
Just rerolling normally.
Yeah. So
Well, that's
reroll
quite
1.
a few mortals and doubled up.
Cool. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 saves, and then 4 mortals
3.
because they count as 2 each.
Sorry, 13.
Yes, mate.
Was it? Okay. So
81.
damage reduction 1. So
How many wounds have you got left?
let's double check properly.
Yeah, sure, mate.
I want to say he has 6 and Nork, if you take him, has 7.
Yeah, sure. He's doing well, to be fair. They're only taking 1 so far.
Yeah.
From 2 missile launches.
Yeah, regular one has 6.
Okay, so 5
So he's
remaining.
got 5 left.
I'll roll 3 at a time.
Damage reduction 1.
Oh, yeah.
So I can swell 5 at a time.
Yeah, wicked.
So he makes most of those, so there's feel no pains on that one.
6 wound.
So he takes 1.
I say, was it 13, did we say?
Yeah, so that is 5 so far. We've tanked. The
Another
next
4.
one.
So 9 done.
Saved all those.
Another 4. What a bastard.
Oh, what a champ. Oh no, he's fluffed all these.
Okay.
But you get the feel no pain on it. So 5s on the medic. Makes 3 of those, so he only takes another 1. Wow.
So it's down to 3.
Yeah, I can see why Tim at Ode Molding Glory took 3 squads of these.
Yes. Yes. And then 4 mortals.
Yeah, these are going to be all feel no pains and they'll spill over anyway, so. He takes
hell,
1.
Right, now I'm just going to shoot all of these belters and all that into him.
I'm going to make you roll this.
You're going to make me roll
Yeah.
it? Right, are we happy to say the gladiator and this deals with these?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'd mop them all crazy.
Okay, cool. Right, I will do the Venga launcher first. 1 shot. Rerolling ones. Come on now. Hits. Wounds. 1 AP.
Transhuman.
True. Castello launcher, and obviously making the other one hit on 2. So first 2 hitting on 2s. 5 shots. I don't know why I'm rolling it this way, because the single shots are better at killing the single dudes, but never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. 2s. 0 1s. Making it interesting, that's what we do. 5s. 2 wounds at AP 2.
So it's on his invuln. Damage on these?
Damage 1.
Yes, 1 both at the same time.
2 failed.
They both go through, but he gets at the feel no pain. He lives still.
Castellan. The final one hits on 4s. Oh no, 3 so I can see you.
What you wounded?
Wounds on a 5. Does wound. -2. Take him off.
Nope. Damage?
Just 1.
Feel no pain. He's gone at last.
Right, now 2 massive rockets at some normal guardsmen. 2s to hit, 3s to hit on this one. Master Artisan. Alright, piss off. 2s. Take one off.
Forced to ruin, sort of transhuman.
Okay. Do they have feel no pain?
Yeah, the medic's still there.
Right, 5 wounds on 1 guy.
Okay. On the officer of the fleet, because his job is
Why not?
done.
Why not?
Yeah, he's
dead.
just pasted.
Alright. Devastators. Gravcat. Has anyone got more than 1 wound?
Just the officer.
Just the officer who will probably die
Who has
last.
an invulnerable save.
Yes. Grav cannons.
So he might just go before the medic, actually.
3 hits with the grav.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1 to that lieutenant. 3 dead dudes in list. Well, 3
Yeah.
no pain.
Plasma.
Feel no pain.
Banner. Oh, yeah.
For 1
3.
damage. Just take 3. 2 dead.
2.
Cool.
I've taken 2.
2 multi-melters. 1 of them hit on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Next one. All hit. 2s to kill. There's 4 wounds in the multi-melters. Who's going to take it?
That's going to be an epic hat 4.
4 of them.
Alright, so 2 will go on them and then just be invulnerable saves on the officer.
Yes.
Well, it happens at the same time, so you would be getting the feel no pains if they do go through. So damage on one of those goes through.
CP. I don't have a CP.
Oh.
Just 1 wound.
Not half range, are they?
No. Bearing in mind, don't forget you're taking the building off. I don't know how much else we see that unit now.
It doesn't matter. No, because the Vox guy's around the front here, actually.
Oh,
so,
okay. So I'd be relying on the sniper and the scouts to shoot them.
You'd pick it, you'd have like 1 wound left after.
It did take a lot.
Yes. The power of hiding behind 1 big bullgrin.
Yes, and for that, I will get shock tactics. Definitely worth it. And then data intercept, I'm obviously going to score 3. Round 5, sadly you'll be tabled, so you won't score anything. I'll get control more at the end of the game. 3 more for data intercept. Raise banners, I'll get 3. I'll raise 1.
Yeah, because you've got end of game, don't you? Has to be infantry, so
so that could move there, and then the scouts can get out after it moves. So I'll raise 1 here. I will probably not be able to raise 1 here because I don't think I can get anyone over. And then I'll raise 1 here. So I'll get another 5.
Actually, one of those scouts be able to move over and jump out to that one.
Yes, they could. So I'll get 3 at the start and then 5 at the end. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the end. So I'll max that one as well. So I think that puts us as a 93-47 for me. I'd failed to get shock tactics again. Shock tactics is so weird because I feel like if it's like a win, it's not a win more secondary.
It feels like it sometimes.
It does, yeah. But a lot of the time, if you're winning, you're shooting stuff off, so you can't take objectives. And if you're losing, it's kind of nice to get the primary.
That's why
back.
you sort of need the speeders.
Yes, exactly. But great game, bud. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
That was fun.
Did say I'd make a tit of myself. And that.
No, that was fun. I think, as we mentioned, my turn 2 was awful.
Yes, it was.
The Sentinel thing, even with the Sentinel thing, if you'd moved here, I still would have been shooting the door and I would have really done some hurt to it. And I might have been able to finish it off with the speeder that was still there and ended up shooting killing like 3 Kassakin instead. But
first one out for the list.
I like it. I think the list is cool. It's a shame about the mortars not being able to be ordered when they pop out for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, you could have another officer in that Chimera because 10 guys, capacity of 12, so you could have another officer in there if you wanted to, but then you really just peeing points up the wall, really. I mean, you can still get the reroll once to hit and wound off Lord Solar. Yeah, because there's an aura, right? Something there. But there again, the mortars, they are there for backfield units like the Servitors and stuff.
The Desolators, etc.
Well, not the Desolators, really, are they? The Marines.
Yeah, but I mean, it still hits them. I mean, I think the Desolators win the shootout, but if you can get the first drop on them, which at the point when you needed to, they couldn't really see much anyway. Yeah. So maybe if you'd got out turn 1 and just gone for it and tried to deal with a couple before I actually had a turn. Yeah, I mean, it means they're not digging your Sentinels out. It means they're not digging out any other infantry squads.
I could give them there's another order where if you an infantry order, if you score 5 hits, the enemy unit is -1 to hit. So maybe some play into that, or just go for take aim as normal.
Yeah, for sure.
But obviously, that said, that was an idea for things like Desolators and the mirror match.
Yeah.
I think still definitely has play in the mirror match.
Yeah, for sure. Again, it just gives you that protection if you don't go first. That's what it's there for, right? Yeah. It's to protect them. So
and even then, you can just have them. You could even just walk them on the board turn 2 if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's also an option.
I mean,
it's free.
Yes, it is.
You can walk them on with an officer and maybe do it, or is that only when you disembark?
Only when you get out of transport, unfortunately. And you can only do 1 order and it never bounces.
Yeah, interesting. But no, it's fun to see. I said, like, Guard are like a really nasty one. Iron Hands, obviously, they're just so efficient.
Yep.
If they come on and do the turn, obviously you've been playing Iron Hands for a while as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just before the Guard came out. They are just horrifically efficient at what they do.
It is.
So, but if you've got any questions, guys, now's the time to ask before we do start wrapping up. But we're just gonna, have a little wander over and chat about what we thought, what we could have done differently. I will say, Magical Zonky says, great one to watch. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. And Popcorn says, great game. Thank you very much, mate. So people, as I mentioned at the start of the game, there's a list at Manchester this weekend that has dropped the Gladiator for another unit of Desolators. I'm still not sure. I really like the Gladiator.
Gives you more anti-tank.
Yeah, the other use of Desolators, they do what the Gladiator does half as well, because they have a random amount of shots, but they don't need line of sight. You get the extra Venga launcher, which is obviously very good, and you get the super crack. But you don't have the Servitors to do shitty actions, like Data Scry.
Yeah.
Data interception.
Unless you're going to spend 2 CP every turn for action and shoot.
Yeah, which is very expensive, and you would never do. I'd start at 0. You never have 2 CP. But it's kind of like, you have that, like putting the Gladiator in reserve, I think is really nice, because it's like, he doesn't die turn 1, which he definitely would. And you can kind of use your drop pod to kill anything that would want to deal with it, and then it's kind of untouchable, in my opinion.
Yeah, because at Heat 1, when I was using my pure tank list, I started putting the Punisher into reserve. And you just come on turn 2 or 3, and those weak backfield units, you just mop them up.
Yeah, for sure. So, because I've played, obviously I've been playing Iron Hands for a long time, but in this era of Iron Hands, I played an Orc matchup against Tom Higginbottom, and that was a great game. But I had too much Melter, I didn't have any anti-infantry. Yeah. And they'll put the Gladiator in, it just filled that hole, It doesn't have a hole in the bottom like the Dawn does, but it does fill a hole.
It's technically got a hole for the flight stand, hasn't it?
Technically, yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I don't know. I like maybe 2 Desolator squads would be nice, but I just don't see it. I feel like you lose too much with the Gladiator.
What about
I'm
the
not
drop
so sure.
pods?
Another drop pod.
Do you think you need the drop pod anymore?
I think the Devastators do so much. I think that.
Yeah, but is that something you can do from just walking on from the board edge?
potentially, you don't have that freedom. That's the problem. Like turn 2, if you're walking on from the border, it's just going to go to top down, just so we can see. In this matchup, I can come on here, and basically this corner, rather than being able to go bang in the middle. Turn 1, bang over here. Because not everyone runs the officer of the fleet.
Yeah, I was thinking about other matchups like, like World Eaters and stuff, where it's just like, you just put some like that in the middle, they're just gaining yardage then, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. In this matchup, I don't mind dropping onto objective, but in a World Eaters matchup, I would have just dropped here if I could. Just not bothered with an objective, or just dropped, like miles away, but just put the Devastators down. But you could also, if you are playing that matchup, you don't have to use the pod. You could just put them in strategic reserve. And let the pod just drop. Oh, right, it's empty, it's over there.
Dedicated transports, it technically dies, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's very true. You could put Servitors in it.
Yeah.
You could let it just die, so they can't use it for leapfrog off.
You
could be like, I'm not going to
points out of it, but
yeah, I'd lose the Deathwing launcher. But yeah, you could just go, I'm going to put the Devastators in strategic, and the drop pod's just going to automatically die before I start the game.
Or just put Servitors in, that's probably the right choice.
Yeah, you can leave them until turn 3 then.
Yeah.
Drop onto an objective, drop a banner or whatever, shock tactics if they need it. Get a charge off of the Servitors. But yeah, so I think having the drop pod in most matchups is probably worth it. I don't think dropping the drop pod is a good idea. I don't see 2 drop pods either. I don't think that's a good play. Again, with this matchup, it was kind of like, I can't drop turn 1 because you stopped me, but also I'm just hidden, so it doesn't really matter. You've got to come out to grab objectives because you've gone first. If I'd gone first and you stopped the drop pod, that'd been also kind of a bit annoying because I got the contemptor shooting. That's about it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't mind waiting now because of obviously the Devastator doctrine change, which is obviously massive. So, but yeah, interesting one. Jamartin says 20-0 win for Mikey. Yeah, it was a little bit of a brutal score at the end. And Magical Zonky says, do you think the squads of Sentinels have enough output?
I mean,
the turn 1 they were really scary. They're really hard to shift.
It's the same setup as what David Gaylord was using at Southampton.
Yeah, he was having a great time
with the Sentinels and the Plasma. Obviously, he's a very, very, very good player. I'm not him.
But no, they do have play. I think they're really good.
I've been on the receiving end of them at the weekend where they were just doing the move, jump, and it was just so frustrating with Redemptors and Brutalis Dreadnoughts. Obviously, you had Hunter Killer Missiles on them as well, so that first turn really hurt.
Yeah.
And obviously with the Lord Solar rerolls as well.
Yeah, the amount of keywords that they have, and then the core as well.
Bonkers. So good.
Yeah, everyone should just be.
And then if he's in 6 of them, or they're in 6 of the Finial, you're still getting like your reroll 1s to wound, reroll 1s to hit, whatever order you want on top.
Yeah.
And it's just stacking. Like I said, I didn't play it that well, to be honest. I know I didn't play it that well. But again, first time to list.
There's a couple of things we probably should have picked up on.
And to be honest, I am not overly well practiced with this incarnation of the Guard Codex beyond spamming Lehman Russes, which is fun in its own right.
Yeah, it has play. It's just a bit, once you start getting hit in combat, you can't shoot anyone.
Yeah, it's just obviously I think lists will get more polarized between either heavy mech or mass infantry, because you've seen that with the Dark Angels.
Yeah, sure.
And guards really know the army do like really spam efficient tanks, and it's like, well, everyone's packing melter and missiles and what have you. So
yeah,
do you go up to that toughness 9 bracket on the Dawn or go into super heavies?
Yeah, I mean Rogel Dawns again. The Eradicators got lucky again, not only just plays but just dice rolls as well. They were really lucky, but in most matchups it's just really hard to deal with the Rogel Dawn because of T9. As I said, like the melters are wounding on 5s. Thankfully, the unit I put into him was shooting twice. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it. I don't think the Devastators might have just done it on their own, maybe. For both units with this Cherubs as well. But it is really hard. It's really hard to deal with because it's just so tough. And the 2-up save as well, so it gets saved against most anti-tank. Even if it is just a 6-up, it's still a save.
Yep, still gives you a chance.
Yeah, exactly. So but we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for the game, Josh.
That's all right.
It was an absolute pleasure. Maybe we'll see you again if you fancy it. We'll see.
I've got Marines painted exactly the same way, and Knights, and I'm working on Demons at the moment.
Nice.
something very different to what I normally play.
Yeah, wicked. Nice, mate. Well, guys at home, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you've got any questions about how the game went, anything you want to ask, do leave a comment, and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships and the super chats. That's obviously very, very kind and keeps the lights on here. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I will be back. I was going to be painting tomorrow morning, but I'm actually going to paint Thursday morning so we can talk about our Dexcon reveals because I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. Probably not.
I'm not doing that.
No. But we'll probably be streaming about probably like 9:15 in the morning, probably watching along with the Adepticon reveals and watching it back then. So if you do want to check it out, you don't want to get spoiled, then do check out Thursday morning, and I'll be probably painting some stuff because I think I'm going to go to an RTT at the weekend.
Where at?
There's one in Sheffield.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get my stuff up to scratch because you can see only one of my land speeders is actually highlighted. And it's that one there.
To be honest, I did not notice.
Well, that's all right then.
But there again, you see the stand of my paintings. So.
Well, there you go. So thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a lovely evening or daytime wherever you are, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.